Alright, so welcome back again, guys, and we're going to be taking a look at the Illusionist faction in Conquest of Elysium 5. Now, I would say this is one of the more weird factions, but definitely one of the most interesting, and I think it's actually pretty fun, at least if you can get past the early game troubles that this faction often has to deal with. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's just give some basic facts about the Illusionist. Now, the Illusionist makes use of both gems and mirrors to basically keep its war machine running. They can capture spells in mirrors, as in they can put some spells in the mirror, which the mirror can then cast later in a battle, as well as make use of both illusions and phantasms as its main backbone of its troops. We'll talk a little bit about what these are later, but basically I kind of think of the Illusionist as almost like the faction of choice for anyone who enjoys playing a mono blue deck in Magic the Gathering. A lot of crossover between that, I think, and definitely if you're that kind of player, you'll probably enjoy playing the Illusionist. Now, moving on to the economy, as I said, the main resource the Illusionist has to deal with is gems. You can find these in all kinds of places like mines, gem deposits, and all kinds of stuff like that. The main benefit of the Illusionist faction, however, is that they are gem agnostic, means they'll basically use any type of gem. It doesn't really matter. Not like other factions, for example, like the Warlocks or the Burgmeister, who needs to use a specific type of gem for a specific type of summon, for example. It doesn't matter for the Illusionist, they can use all the gems. So usually I find the resource issues will be less of a problem for Illusionists than they will be for other factions. And that's quite good because you do have to use your spells quite often. Your units are not as long lasting as perhaps maybe the Warlocks can be, or definitely the Burgmeisters are. So you do have to kind of keep having that gem income coming in all the time. So it does help that basically all gems are always useful for you. The other resource I mentioned is mirrors, and this is something you recruit basically with gold only, so that does make it a little bit easier, as gold is definitely the easiest resource to get a hold of. You don't really need to use iron that much, just basically for your generic troops you'll be using iron for. And a good thing about mirrors is they're considered special recruits, so you can recruit as many as you want every turn. So if I want to get, normally I can only recruit one group of units per turn from each fort. For example, one group of 5 spearmen I can recruit. However, when it comes to the mirrors, I can recruit as many as I can afford basically per turn, which is great because you do need a lot of mirrors, and many of your larger armies might be mirrors only, as well as maybe other summoned troops. Like you may not even have any human troops in some late game armies. So yeah, the mirrors are the key thing, as well as your gems. Now let's talk a little bit about mirrors. What do you actually do with these mirrors here? Well, I mentioned before, you can capture spells in them. That's the one use. Basically, again, the Illusionist will put some type of spell, one type of spell only, into the mirror, and that mirror will have so many charges that it can call upon. The other thing is calling upon images. Now, these images can vary in terms of their effectiveness as well as type. There's many different types available, 5 different types, and we'll go through all of these in a minute. First of all, let's think about the spells. The spells are probably easy to understand. As I mentioned before, there are 3 types of spells, as in 3 effects possible. The mirror will only hold 1 type of spell at a time and only a limited number of charges. These spells are blindness, fear, and confusion, and depending on the type of ritual you use, the power or the number of spells might be different. So maybe a greater spell might be something, instead of a low level fear, might be a high level terror, but it's still the same effect. Fear is fear no matter what, just might be a higher magnitude, for example. Out of these 3, I think confusion is probably the most interesting or the most useful, specifically because confusion has a chance to actually steal one enemy unit from the other side, similar to the spell Charm or something. Now, this is affected by Charm immunity, so some unit that is Charm immune will not be able to be stolen, but I've seen some funny circumstances coming from this, because basically you might, as an Illusionist, you might be able to spam Confusion quite a lot, so you may actually end up stealing a fair few enemy units. I actually saw this post on Reddit, and this was someone, this wasn't my game, this was someone, I guess, who had stolen a Greater Horror by using Confusion, so I guess the Horror got confused and decided to join up with this army here, which is really, really funny. But yeah, that is something apparently that can happen, and that is really crazy when it does. Next, let's talk about the different types of mirrors because every mirror is used for different purposes. First of all, you have the small and large mirrors. These are just kind of your generic mundane mirrors. Then you have the silver and gold mirrors. And you can see the small silver and large gold are kind of at the same ratio of each other. They basically are functionally the same, but gold and silver have higher level spells than the small and large mirrors, though the actual number of spells or the number of images they will hold will probably be about the same. So for example, when it comes to spells, Capture Spells Ritual works for only the small and large mirror, and there's a level 1 and a level 2 capture spells. For the small mirror, it'll hold 10 spells, as in 10 charges of one type of spell. For example, 10 charges of a fear spell. And the large mirror will hold 50 charges of a specific spell. When it comes to the small mirrors, the ratio is the same, 10 and 50, but you use a different ritual called Capture Greater Spells. So the greater spells are actually just a higher level version of the level 1 spells. So for example, instead of a fear, you might get something like terror. So you'll have 10 or 50 charges of terror in your mirror. But otherwise, it's basically the same. As for images, they do both hold images. They hold the same types of images, but a little bit different. For example, the small and the large mirror hold illusions, while the silver and gold mirrors hold phantasms. Now, I'll talk a little bit about how these are different, because while they are functionally kind of the same, as in they will be the same types, for example, maybe animals or human soldiers, illusions are much weaker. Now, illusions are ethereal, so they're very hard to hit by most mundane units, and they're also floating, so they can actually go over walls and things like that. So for example, if you're sieging a fort, you can have a bunch of your ethereal moose or bears go over the wall and start trampling the enemies. So that is pretty cool about them, but they are very, very weak. I think they only have like 1 HP, so if any attacks can get through, or if there's any kind of magic attacks, all these illusions are basically going to die. So while they're good for the early game, I mean, you basically don't have an option early game. You have to use them. You don't have much of a choice. They really fall off very, very quickly, and I would suggest as soon as possible start switching over to phantasms, because phantasms are much better. They have full HP, as in they're basically the full HP of a normal unit. They're still ethereal, so they're very hard to hit. So against mundane units, they're actually almost like double HP because they're very, very tanky. And most of the time, a mundane unit is not going to be able to even hit an ethereal unit. And they still have all the advantages of illusions, but they're full HP, they're much stronger, and they're more like real, I should say. They're almost like a real unit, a real entity, while the illusions are very like ephemeral. They can be dissipated very easily. So that's kind of the main difference between them. Just phantasms are better. That's the only real thing you need to know. As soon as you can get phantasms, it's much better. As I mentioned before, the silver mirror and the small mirror are both holding a few options, and since phantasms come online at level 2, so as soon as you have your master illusionist, you should try to start filling up some small mirrors with phantasms rather than relying on illusions for too long. Now let's talk a little bit more about capturing images. So images, phantasms, they're both basically the same. Just like I said, phantasms are for the silver and gold mirrors. Images or illusions are for the small and large mirrors. But they're all of the same 5 types. Basically, you can have a swarm mirror, you can have an animal mirror, a soldier mirror, a monster mirror, and an unearthly mirror. And each of these will have different types of units. Swarm mirror will have a huge number of insects. So this is excellent when you want to just fill the board up and have a lot of chaff. All of these basically have their own uses, I would say. So swarm mirrors are quite good in that case. Animal mirrors, I would say, are the least useful out of all of these, but they are still not too bad. You get a lot of chaffy units, you can get some big tramplers, and they can be kind of nice sometimes. I just think out of all of these, they probably have the least niche use. Soldiers, of course, are pretty decent. I mean, they play the role as like normal soldiers, and they're equally as effective. Since you can have like a ton of them in a mirror, like 50 of them at once, you can get a couple of these mirrors and just fill up the battlefield. Again, they're another good chaffy unit. Both animals and soldiers, I would say, are pretty similar, though I think soldiers are generally a little bit better because they have weapons, they can repel, they can do a lot of stuff that normal human soldiers can do. So soldiers are a little bit better than animals, but they both fill the role of like a generic chaffy unit. Monsters are quite good. Monster mirrors can only hold 5 images, but all the monster illusions or phantasms you can get are all quite powerful. They're usually very big and bulky, very strong as well. And they might have a lot of powers, like, for example, a beholder or some other kind of unit, which can be very deadly. Lastly are the unearthly mirrors. This is mostly things like demons or angels. And a lot of these are magical ranged attackers. So these guys are also quite useful because they can be they can help buff up your magical ranged abilities. And Illusionist is a faction that definitely benefits from having that. You scale very, very well as an Illusionist into the late game, and having these unearthly mirrors to give you a little bit more variety with your magical attacks really helps as well. So unearthly mirrors are great. Monster mirrors, soldier and animal mirrors are okay as just like chaff, and then swarm mirrors are like the premier chaff, just to fill up the board with crap, basically. Now, when it comes to the small mirrors, you have far fewer options. You basically can only get soldiers or animals. You can either have 10 illusions in the small mirror or 5 phantasms in the silver mirror. However, even though you're only getting 5 phantasms per small silver mirror, I would still say it's far better to go to phantasms as soon as possible. Even in the very early game, if you can afford it, get some silver mirrors out, get some phantasms out, because phantasms are just going to last far longer. They're much, much better. Now, you may be thinking, as I mentioned before, for example, the illusions are very flimsy, phantasms are better, but they can still be killed. What happens when they die? How does this exactly work? So I cast the ritual, I fill a mirror with a bunch of soldiers, for example. What happens when those soldiers die? Like, is the mirror empty? Do I have to refill it after the battle? Well, let's talk a little bit about how that works. So, for example, if I have a mirror full of monsters, like this is a monster mirror with 5 monsters in it, and I'm facing against some army. Now, the mirror will not summon all the monsters at once. So when the battle starts, there'll actually be no monsters on the field. The mirror will summon some of its contained images throughout the battle. So every turn, a new monster will appear out of the mirror. So that is one thing that's a little bit annoying about the Illusionist, is it is a little bit slow. So that early part of the battle, you are pretty vulnerable because there might be very few units on the field, and whoever is there, for example, your Illusionist commander and your mirrors, are going to be the ones taking most of the damage. So an enemy army full of archers is going to pepper your commanders full of arrows very quickly. So that's a very big problem with Illusionist, because it does take them a little bit of time to even get their illusions out in the field. But either way, let's say it's been a few turns, all the illusions are out, and now you can face combat. During the case of the combat, maybe 2 of these illusions are killed, but the enemy falls away. Now, what will happen is the remaining 3 illusions will actually go back into the mirror, so they will come out in the next battle. They're not gone. You don't have to replace them. They're still there, but those 2 lost illusions are permanently gone. So now this mirror basically has 3 out of 5 images left in it. So long term, eventually your mirrors are going to take attrition and they will empty out. You do have to go back and fill them up again. Now, some of you might think this is really annoying and tedious, but I really don't see it as any different from any other faction which takes attrition. I mean, for example, I'm playing a warlock and I summon some elementals. Those elementals will eventually die and I need to summon more to replace them. So it's identical to that. You just have to keep refilling the mirrors, basically. The only problem is if you lose a mirror, then you have to go pick up the mirror again. Of course, if the mirror is destroyed in combat, all the illusions within the mirror are also destroyed. So that's a big disadvantage of the Illusionist, because they're really reliant on these mirrors. So any enemy who can quickly destroy the mirrors of your army can immediately set you back really, really far and really destroy that army that was otherwise extremely powerful, just because they're able to maybe quickly destroy a few of those key mirrors. So again, try to keep your mirrors topped up, keep an eye on which mirrors are empty, which mirrors are not, and try to fill them up every so often. Luckily, you can still fill up your mirrors while wandering around the field, and I always like any faction that's able to kind of restock its supplies while on the march. But again, you do have to also keep mirrors in stock, and it is advisable probably to keep some spare mirrors whenever you can. Whenever you pass by a fort, maybe see if you can pick up a few extra mirrors, just in case you always have some available. It's also good to see if you can have some other units available. Like I said, maybe a late game army, you can move away from having human troops, but having some human troops available will definitely take the pressure off your mirrors and your commanders and give you a little bit of breathing room while those mirrors are still summoning stuff onto the field where they haven't filled up the field yet. Now let's take a look at some of the spells available. One of the most interesting ones is Mere Walk, and this is one of your teleport spells. Basically, this allows a single Illusionist commander to teleport from one mirror to any other mirror on the map. Any other empty mirror, I should say. So if he has an empty mirror of any kind, he can teleport, walk through the mirror to any other location on the map where there's also a empty mirror. So this is an interesting thing. Now, the problem is that mirror he used to walk through will be left behind, so you might have to go get it back later, but I don't think that's really a big deal. Either way, this is an interesting way that you can move your commanders around and shuffle them about. For example, if you have an army marching around the map, you can send your high-level Illusionist, maybe your level 3 Illusionist, to that army, fill up all the empty mirrors, and then teleport back. So that's a good way to leverage some power of your high-level mages, especially when it comes to like restocking your forces, without having to put them directly in harm's way. So they can take a little break somewhere in the map, and then, you know, fill up their mirrors, and then he can go back home to do whatever else he needs to do. Another even higher level version of the same idea is Mere Gate. And it's basically the exact same, except it requires a golden mirror only, whereas the Mere Walk could be any mirror. And this will allow an entire army of the Illusionist to walk through the one golden mirror to another on the map. So this Illusionist with his army, he'll be able to move from one golden mirror to another. And again, that could be anywhere on the map, leaving the other mirror behind. And you need to have an empty golden mirror for this to work. Now, this is already pretty good because it gives the Illusionist a really high degree of mobility. But one interesting strategy it opens up is this kind of mirror drop, or kind of a mirror drop strategy. Basically how it works is you can have, for example, a commander, maybe with a small little bodyguard, Retuin, and a golden mirror, an empty golden mirror, traveling somewhere on the map. You can also use some of your vision abilities. For example, Illusionist has a very powerful scry ability to make sure he doesn't get killed if he has a very small little force by himself. So you can scout ahead for him, send him out, for example, to an enemy fortress. And once it gets to the edge of the enemy fortress, just immediately teleport in your gigantic army and start sieging it down. So you can have your army build it up in one of your safe forts somewhere. Just have your Illusionist building up this big force. And when it comes time to actually siege down a fortress, send out your little scouts. Once it gets to the edge there, you destroy that fort, and then you can hold up there until it's time to move on to the next fort. And you can just kind of follow the strategy to wear down your opponents very easily, without really risking your big army getting surprised in the field by something crazy, you know? Just use them for sieging only. And because you're only focusing on sieging, you can really customize this army to be just great at sieges. So for example, maybe recruiting a lot of big beefy units that can absorb a lot of the damage from the siege, or for example, a lot of catapults to really make the siege go by a lot better. Whereas catapults, you don't really want to be walking around the map with them because they're so slow. In this case, this big army is not going to be walking, so it can be as slow as possible and it won't even matter. So this is a really good strategy, and I might try this out in the following gameplay I'm gonna do. I'll try it to see, but we'll see how it goes. A few other things, as I mentioned, are the scouting potential. Illusionist has some of the best scouting in the game by far. One thing you can get very early on is the floating eye. It's definitely worth to get a few of these. It's basically an invisible flying scout that will just independently fly around the map and scout areas. Now, you can't control where it goes, but it does give you a little bit of vision in some areas that you might not otherwise be able to visit. So it is definitely good to have a few of these flying around. They can be killed if someone discovers them, but usually it's pretty hard, and this is so cheap anyways. It's definitely worth to summon a few of these and have them kind of constantly wander around the map, just so you're seeing things even if you're not specifically looking for them. You do have some kind of awareness of what's going on. Another thing is a scry, which basically lets you target a specific location and see that location, as well as any invisible units, and all you need for this is any empty mirror. Lastly, the level 3 Illusionist is himself innately invisible, so I guess you could use him as a scout. Maybe you can even scry ahead of him to make sure that there's nothing, he doesn't wander into some location and get killed. However, I don't know if I really want to risk my level 3 Illusionists as just like generic scouts. But I mean, it is possible if you want to do that. I just think the scrying and the floating eye are also good enough. Like, they're very good for scouting. Lastly, a few other spells that I think are quite useful. Simulacrum, I think, is the real highlight here. This allows you to create a copy of the caster. Now, this copy can't cast rituals, but it can basically do everything else a normal commander can do, meaning he can lead armies, he can cast battle spells, and he knows all the exact same spells that the original version did. Another thing about this is you can create as many simulacrums as you want. So if you have one level 3, for example, Illusion Mage, you can start pumping out as many simulacrums of him as you like. And definitely late game, this allows you to have a lot of scaling potential. I mentioned about capturing spells. Once you get on into the late game and you have a good economy going, it's probably worth more to just make simulacrums of one powerful mage and have them be your battle mages in whatever army versus doing capture greater spells so many times, because the spells will run out, but the simulacrum will live until basically he dies. So the simulacrum is way more useful, it's way more versatile, and again, it can be a leader, so you can lead an army with them, and basically you have a copy of your one mage that can just go wherever they want, cast spells, and be extremely useful. And these guys can be your main battle commanders into the late game. It's not a big deal if they die, because you can just make another one. And if you ever want your actual big mage to come in, he can mirror walk into the army, maybe fill up, do some rituals, fill up all the mirrors and so on, like I mentioned before, and then he can teleport away back to his home base to be safe while the simulacrums lead the armies around the map. Another interesting one is Summon Phase Beast. These are probably your only real big summon. These can vary a lot. There's a few different options for Phase Beast, but they're all pretty good. They're fairly large, high HP units, and they all have this displacement effect, which means it's very hard for any enemies to actually target them. So these guys are great to have in the army because they fill a role of having some kind of permanent unit that's not a phantasm, not something in the mirror. So it does fill out your army a little bit, and definitely in the late game you're going to be wanting to use these guys more so than the human units to kind of buff up your army a little bit. Plus, since they're fairly high HP, enemies will usually target them first, and because they're displacement, they'll have a very hard time killing them. So these guys are great to kind of distract the enemy. They're also fairly powerful, and just a generally good unit to start filling up your armies into the late game. Lastly is Mirror Wall, and I kind of use the magic card here, but I mean, all the mirror stuff just plays so well into magic. But basically, Mirror Wall is a protection spell you can use on a fort. It surrounds the fort with mirrors, and exactly the same as this card, when an army attacks your fort, the mirrored images on the walls will come out and attack them. So it's basically just a protection for the fort. It gives you a little bit more support in terms of sieges, and it's definitely worth casting on any forts you have, just to have that extra protection. Now, there's a few other interesting spells that I don't think I'm going to look at too much. I mean, they're fun, but I don't know if they're that useful in actual battle. There's one that's called Palace of Ever-Changing Dreams, and this basically allows you to move your capital anywhere, not anywhere on the map, sorry, but any random mountaintop in the game. And that can include mountaintops on Elysium itself, or even in other planes. For example, I was speaking with someone who mentioned that, someone online who mentioned that they used that spell and they ended up in the primal plane, which is really funny, but that can happen. I've seen that happen before, not to myself, but once I did use that playing Illusionist, and I ended up, or with my fort ended up in somewhere in Asseltan or something like that. So that's really funny. However, it's very annoying and not that useful. I don't know what the point of it would be really. I guess as like an escape or just for fun, you can move your capital somewhere else. It could be a way to get a foothold in another dimension. For example, if you do end up in the primal plane, for example, or somewhere similar to that. If your capital is there, that's a good jumping off point for an invasion because it's a secure location that's very well fortified that you can recruit from, and you can start sending things out from there. So that is very useful in that case. Another one is Fata Morgana, which basically turns any location invisible so that the enemies can't see it. Again, I don't know if this is that relevant. I mean, I guess so. You can hide your forts and stuff. Makes it hard for people to find them and siege them down. But I mean, for example, in Conquest Elysium, I feel like that kind of obfuscation is more for fun and not that useful. Especially when your main goal is conquering other people's forts, you're going to be wanting to push out as much as possible rather than just hiding in the corner. I feel like that would be more interesting in a multiplayer scenario where you maybe want to hide out some key forts, and it might be a little bit more difficult, but definitely in single player, I think I would never use it. Now let's take a look at the pros and cons. The pros of this faction, actually I think the pros are pretty good, even though I don't have many listed here. It's very, very powerful late game. Illusionist gets a big power spike into the mid to very late and end game. As I mentioned before, that Mirror Gate ability alone is extremely powerful and really gives you a huge amount of leverage, because basically as long as you control one fort, you can just build up and send little scouts out to just pop any other fort on the map, and you don't even need to engage with enemy armies. They can wander around, do whatever they want. As long as you take their forts, you still win the game. Arguably, it has the best scouting and vision in the game. Maybe there's other factions who also have very good vision, but Illusionist is easily one of the top nations or top factions for its ability to have map-wide vision and map-wide scouting. It also has really good movement and teleportation. Again, the Mirror Walk ability to move a specific mage, or the Mirror Gate to move a whole army. That alone gives it a huge amount of flexibility, and the ability to surprise attack your enemy, as I mentioned before with Mirror Gate, is so useful. You have a huge variety of available units. Because of all the different images and phantasms, you do actually have access to a lot of very cool units, and they do have the same functionality as their normal counterparts, I guess. So for example, if you summon a Phantasm Beholder, it will still have all the abilities of like a normal Beholder. So that is quite nice. Same with all the demons and angels. It does give you a huge amount of flexibility. Most of your units are ethereal, so a lot of the units you're going to be using are ethereal units. That makes them very durable, especially against units who don't have any ability to like attack magical units there, if they only have mundane attacks. For example, Illusionist, I think, is the bane of any Baron or Troll King player. Illusion magic is also great for disrupting large formations. Things like fear, blindness, and confusion are really good for breaking up enemy formations, because it's going to cause the units to just kind of do whatever. They're going to go off in different directions. They're going to attack each other. They're going to turn sides. It's going to turn the whole enemy formation from a very ordered mass into just like chaos, which is really useful. Lastly, it has huge scaling potential with mirrors and simulacrums, because you can basically make effectively infinite simulacrums, meaning you can effectively have infinite numbers of high-level mages in battle. Of course, with your mirrors too, you can have as many mirrors as you can afford, and you can fill all those mirrors with images, fill them with spells. You can have really high scaling potential with the Illusionist, even for a fraction of the cost of what other factions might be able to do. Now for cons, definitely Illusionist is hard countered by any faction with high magic resistance and magic weapons. For example, Barbarian is a direct hard counter to Illusionist because of their spectral archers, which will just decimate any army of phantasms or illusions. You're also very weak early game. You need gems, and it's not, even though I said it is easier because you can use any gem you want, gems are not like that common compared to like gold or iron. So you are going to be searching around a lot to even get enough gems to be useful, and you are pretty weak and flimsy early game. Plus, the early game illusions are not that powerful at all. Your power spike comes online very late, and you don't really have a lot of heavy hitter options. Some other factions have these big heavy hitters that they can use to really buff up their armies. You don't really have that. Illusionist really relies on scaling rather than having some big game-changing power spike unit or something that will turn the tide. Like, you don't get Demon Princes or something like that, but you just rely on scaling your army, having more and more firepower, more and more units that you can just overwhelm the enemy with the sheer number of spells, sheer number of illusions and things like that. You also don't really have any battlefield wipe capability. While you can disrupt enemy formations, you don't really have anything available to you that can just like wipe out a huge enemy army. Like some other factions will be able to do these big battlefield wipe spells that just destroy enemy formations. You don't have anything like that. You really have to rely on your own mass of units and your own ability to disrupt the enemy formation to beat them, basically. Also, the fact that mirrors are so fragile means even losing a few mirrors can be a big blow to your own power, because that mirror or those few mirrors might be holding like half your army, to be honest. Also, there's no way to control what type of image or spell is put in a mirror, which is very annoying. So if you're looking for example, getting some unearthly mirrors and you keep getting animal mirrors, that's really annoying, and it feels like a big waste of gems, and you might be putting a lot of money, a lot of gems into casting these rituals again and again, a lot of mage turns again and again to get what you want, and you're just not getting it. So it can be very useful. It can be very annoying. And lastly, the illusions are just really weak. Until you can get phantasms in any decent numbers, you are going to be very, very vulnerable, and that's just basically how it is. So anyone with any magic ability is going to destroy your army of illusions very quickly. So you really do need to get to illusions as fast as possible and start building up some more durable armies. But with all that being said, let's move on and try a little bit of a game as the Illusionist. All right, guys, so here we are in a game as the Illusionist, and this is my Master Illusionist, Tupac Shakur. He's finally escaped from his whack-ass crystal prison and is now leading an army of fellow magic men to conquer Elysium here. So let's get started. Let's see if we can... I don't think we can do much early on, to be honest. We could get a few mirrors. I can afford one large mirror. Let me just check what spells everybody has. So my Illusionist Tupac himself has capture images, which he can do on a mirror. And he also has scrying, which is actually pretty good. So this is actually pretty useful, but he needs a mirror to do it. So we can only do level 1 capture images, which means a normal mirror. What does this guy have, though? Oh, sorry, not that, but let's see this. He also has capture spells. That's actually pretty good, useful that they both have each of them. We don't have any doubling up. So that means let's pick up 2 mirrors with our starting amount of money. We have 20. That means we can afford 2 mirrors to start, and I'm gonna have Tupac pretty soon. I will see, actually let's give him some units. We're gonna send him in the field at first, and I'll bring these mirrors with him because he can fill them up later. So actually I'll send him out, we'll go take a look at these areas. We do have a few locations here, like this tower I'm a little bit worried about. I'm not gonna attack it yet, because it does look a little bit stronger than me. I mean, it's not that strong. Once I get a decent army, we should be able to do it, especially if we get some illusions. I'm in some kind of jungle, which really sucks, but it looks like I'm also on a peninsula of some sort, which means it should be a little bit safer wherever I am. Let's kind of keep exploring outwards and see how things go. So once we get enough gems, I'm gonna have this guy do capture images. I need 10 gems for that, so it'll take a while. Until we can get some illusions, it is going to be a little bit weak early game. Like, we're gonna be pretty vulnerable. We just have our basically just generic shitty little units. Okay, let's get Tupac himself to keep exploring around this area. Okay, he can barely move through the jungle. I think there's just this, right? I hope I'm not on an island. I really hope so. It looks like there's more land going this way. I really hope this is not an island. If it is, I'm going to be really screwed over. I'll have to keep just... I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to see if I can get a ship, I guess. I don't think I can recruit ships from my capital, though, which is a little bit annoying. But we'll see anyways. Okay. Okay, here's a port, at least. So maybe I can get ships there. This still also looks a little bit too strong for me. I don't think I can get that, but maybe by next turn. Geez, I hope this is not like a little tiny island. If it is, this will be a pretty interesting game. My island fortress of sorts with like nothing here. Okay, let's continue anyways. We'll keep going, just keep exploring around. Okay, so there is some land here, and we do have a mine, which is nice. A few units here. I do need some support, though. Maybe I'll wait one turn to attack this mine, because I don't really have any other option to get around. I can't go here, I can't go here. So I'm going to wait here one turn. I need to wait one turn anyways, because I don't have any movement left. I can fill up some of these mirrors with images, and then we might be able to attack this mine, and that'll be very useful, because that'll give us a little bit of a boost for our gems. And there's a few little towns nearby here, which is quite nice. So actually, this is not a bad location. It is a little peninsula. I was worried it would be like an island or something, because I saw water over here. And I thought this would be like an isolated little island, but apparently it's not, which is pretty good. Let's end the turn then. Okay, so now I have enough gems. I can at least fill up one mirror. So let's do capture images on one mirror. There. So one mirror has been filled with something. And let me actually take a look at his army here. This mirror has, what is it? Soldiers in it. Okay, so it has soldiers, and I can see how many images are still in here. It has 10 images stored, so that should give me 10 soldiers, basically, which is quite nice. Is that enough to attack this? I have 18 units versus 13 plus 10 soldier mirror units. Well, let's try. I think we can take this, 13. If we need to go here anyways, we don't have any option, so either we wait here for several turns to get another mirror summon or something, you know, so just keep moving on. Let's see this battle. Okay, so see, the mirror is summoning units. It does summon them fairly slowly. But it looks like my Illusionist is able to clear these guys up very quickly, which is nice. I don't think we took any losses. We lost one spearman, which is good. That's not too bad. And so that was not too bad. We took that mine, which is great. That'll give us a lot of gold income, which is excellent, and double our initial gem income. And actually, I'm going to set up trade. Even though I don't need trade yet, we're going to be buying gems eventually whenever we can get some trade going. If we can capture these little coastal settlements, these are pretty weak. So let's go for these. Oh, another mine here. A silver mine. Not too populated. Okay, paddle coastal hamlet. Again, pretty easy there, right? Yeah, nothing really happened. Okay, that's good. Let's go take this other coastal hamlet, and then we'll try to go for the silver mine in like a turn, because by the next turn, he should have enough gems to do another summon of images, which will be great. And then we should maybe go back and take one of these locations. I don't remember how many troops were in Blackwater, but it was quite a few. Okay, let's take these ones out, and we should go pick up some more mirrors as well. So maybe I'll go back and do that a little bit later. Okay, let's see here. Again, very small force, so there's nothing really going on there. Let's, we could kill this spider. I don't like these spiders hanging around here. Let's maybe go kill the spider, then we'll go take this mine and boost up our gem income. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna do capture images again with our other mirror. And what did he capture exactly? So one was soldiers, another one was animals. So that's not too bad. And how many soldiers are left in here? 9, so we did lose one image there, unfortunately. Let's go kill the spider while we're here, because we want to clear this area out. Some little villages, that's fine. We can go deal with these guys later. We'll go deal with this mine first, because I need the gold income and I need the other stuff there. So that'll be pretty good. Let's end the turn. I think one spider. Yeah, nothing. We didn't even have a battle report, I think. Okay, let's continue up here. Let's go to this mine. And maybe by next turn we'll be able to do another summon, but we don't have enough mirrors. So we do actually have to send another guy out with some mirrors. So maybe let's do that. First of all, let's see our recruits. We do have Illusionist Apprentice for 62. Let's actually pick this up. That's pretty good. We're getting so much gold income that we can easily afford another apprentice. I can't afford any more mirrors, but maybe I'll send one of these guys out to go join this guy, and I'll load him up with a few mirrors to kind of support this army a little bit. Okay, so this guy has enough gems now. He can do something. Let's actually take a look at what these guys have. First of all, I'm going to buy another small mirror. Let's see what spells these guys have. This guy's capture spell. This guy has capture images. So let's actually use capture images with this guy on this mirror, and he can escort this mirror out with this one. So this is what? Another soldier mirror. That's good. And we'll get this guy to go escort this mirror towards the other army over here. Just make sure he doesn't get jumped by someone, but that'll be pretty good. And then we can go take this fort. 11 units. I think we can take this, right? There's this thing, cast spells. Some of these guys with great swords. I think we have enough. We could probably do it. I mean, it's pretty small force here, but these 2 mirrors should be enough. Let's see if we can do it. I think we can do it. Oh, another mine here. Look at that. Wow, another pretty weak one too. And a gem deposit. This is perfect. Lots and lots of gems. Which is exactly what we need. Battle in the silver mine. Oh, I think we lost our leather guy. Okay, this went well. Let's take a look at this. So there goes the animal spawns. They kill these guys pretty easily. Okay, yeah, easily done that. And this is pretty bad. Yeah, we lost this guy. Of course, they came out and jumped him. Of course that happened. That sucks. So there goes our apprentice. Very, very unfortunate. But let's move over. At least we can maybe take this one out. Maybe we have to go back, honestly. Let's take this gem deposit, and then I'm going to send this army back. We need to deal with this tower. Like, this tower is a problem. We can't leave it there. I'm going to buy a few mirrors here as well. Let's buy maybe a captain, a scout. Let's buy maybe 2 more smears. More mirrors, not smears, sorry. And then we can see about doing this. So this guy, I still have this guy at least. Is Capture Spell. Let's actually do Capture Spell on one of these mirrors. Now, Capture Spell is not amazing, but it's not too bad either. So we'll do that, and I'll send this army back. Maybe we'll take this fort, this mine, and we'll have a good little forward posting area with a lot of gem income from all this. Okay, so they attacked the Crystal Palace, and they all died, because these ballistas basically killed them. This is from the starting defense mod, and every faction has this, because otherwise it's like the game will just end because a deer walks into your fort, and that's so annoying when that happens. But luckily this was dealt with very quickly, though I think it emptied some of the spells in that mirror, which is very annoying. Let's see, how many spells are in here? 11. Okay, I guess so. 20 spells in there, I think. But a bunch of them were used, which kind of sucks. Okay, at least we took this gem deposit. We can take this one, I think. And then let's go back and pick up some of the mirrors. And maybe we'll try to take out this tower, because this tower is a problem for sure. I'm going to buy maybe another mirror, a small mirror. I'll have to also research some more spells soon so I can get the higher level large mirror spell. Oh, there's a mine up here too, with some pale ones. Damn, a lot of gem sites right here. Like 1, 2, 3 mines, a gem deposit, and a coal mine, which is really, really good. Okay, let's see how this battle went. This army's getting a little bit beat up. Losing a lot of my human troops, which is not really great. And Illusionist Apprentice for recruitment, but he's like 90 gold. So let's actually send this guy back. We're going to send this guy back home. Because we can't go past this tower without getting attacked, so that's very unfortunate. We are getting a huge amount of income. I'm just worried about someone coming and taking all this while I'm gone, but I really need to go like resupply back home. So let's keep going back. The real annoying thing is going through this jungle. It's like every turn, mountains and jungle. It takes so many turns to go through here. Okay, fungus here. Mushrooms are everywhere apparently. That's not great. This one has a big army. I would like to get this port. That would be really useful to have another port available, but don't have it as an option right now. Okay, let's see here. Let's actually see if I can level up this guy. So maybe next turn we'll have to do it. So special power. Let's actually get a ritual mastery. 30 gems. Capture spell. Okay, not really what I was looking for, unfortunately. We'll have to see if we can take that out later, but let's go back to our fort first. Let's also recruit a little bit more. I'm going to get some crossbows. We actually have a lot of iron right now, and maybe I'll pick up another mirror. This guy is really wounded, this little army here. Now, we could transfer these guys, use special power, capture spell. Can do that again. I don't really want to do capture spell, to be honest. Lesser ritual mastery, capture images. Okay, that's not too bad, but then again, he's already used up his time. We can maybe wait another turn and see. Okay, winter has arrived. Let's get you 2-pack to come home and pick up the mirrors. Pick up all these mirrors, please. Pick up these ones. Pick up the crossbows too. And this is a little bit of a better army. So how many empty mirrors do we have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can use capture images on those as we go along and move these guys out pretty soon. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, 2-pack. Let's do some capture images on these. Okay, so let's start moving out as well. So he does that. And should we attack this? Maybe. Let's actually get more crossbows in the meantime, because that's very useful. I would like this guy to maybe join him. I just don't want to have 2 commanders out in the field at once, because that's a little bit bad, to be honest. I would like to pick these units up and bring them to him, though, to give a little bit more support for this army. So let's actually transfer these units away, and then I'll send him home. Okay, there we go. Send those crossbows there, and then he can go back home next turn. Okay, you, Apulis, can go home. And we'll get you to 25 to 13. I think this is possible. Maybe I'll wait one more turn until I can get a few more gems, because that will help out a lot. giant mushroom. I don't need to fight that. The mushrooms don't move. And I'm losing these to some bugs. So we got to go back out here and go deal with that. Because just like I thought, something is going to come by and just start killing all these things. That's very annoying. But we had to go back to pick up some more supplies. Very annoyingly, you know. Special power. Let's do capture images again. Get on another mirror. There we got some images as well. Let's attack this tower. I think we can do it. Let's take a look at this battle. Okay, so the images, the illusions can go into the tower, which is good. That helps weaken this tower quite a lot. So as you can see, the illusions can easily go into the tower. They can easily go in there. We did lose quite a few units though. Let's actually see that battle. Well, we lost one spearman, so not a big deal. We did lose a lot of our illusions, I think, which is not great. But at least we have another location here, and we can actually recruit from here. Let's actually get some more crossbowmen, and let's pick up another couple mirrors. We'll get a large mirror as well, just because for later we can use that maybe. And I'll get another small mirror. That way we can have a lot of mirrors available for us. Let's get the large mirror and the small mirrors too, just to buff up our force a little bit more, and then we can get out of here. We will put some more defenders here later. Maybe I'll get a few crossbowmen. But I need to go reclaim my territory over here because this mantis is taking everything over, unfortunately. Okay, let's make your way out. Actually, we can use special powers. Let's do capture spell, capture images. Capture images, yeah. I want to fill up all these mirrors with a lot of images for now. Damn, my gold income just collapsed after losing those mines, to be honest. Okay, you little bugger. Crush this fucking mantis. Okay, yeah, this is nothing. Easy. Easy, easy. Let's actually pick up a commander. I like this because 43, as I mentioned earlier, using these commanders as like forward scouts into the mid to late game is really, really useful. So let's actually grab these back again. We're going to grab all these little things that we lost. We'll go take this one, and then we'll start moving out into the map a little bit more. I would like a more forward positioned fortress as well, because right now, having to go through these mountains and this jungle to get like any resupply is really annoying. So finding something out here will be pretty helpful for me, to be honest. Okay, there we go. Back in charge again. Actually, let's use special power. Let's use capture spell in this large mirror. 25 for that. There we go. We can use that large mirror. Do we have any empty mirrors still? I think we have 1, 2 empty mirrors right now. 3 empty mirrors. So we can still fill those up with images later. Let's go take this mine from the pale ones to get a little bit more gem income. Okay, you can start going up north. And actually we have some money. I'm actually going to recruit some crossbows in the meantime, just because I need some defense here. This one's already fairly well defended. We need some defense in the guard tower though, so no one comes and takes it over. But let's go take this, and then we'll keep exploring this area and see what we can find out here. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, we're ready now, but let's actually do a quick capture images in one of our mirrors. Just try to fill up most of these mirrors. And now let's take this one here. Okay, we got another mine. Oh, 2 mines here. Gold stream and a mine. Some ogres and some oozes. Oof. We'll see if we can take that. It might be difficult. Let's see this battle. Now I'm getting a lot of mirrors out. The problem is these illusions are dying very quickly. And they tend to spawn behind my human units, which makes them very vulnerable, to be honest. Okay, let's see if we can take these ogres. 1 ogre chief and 6 ogres. That might be possible. Maybe possible. Let's actually get you to do capture images again. With another empty mirror. We need to keep filling up these mirrors, basically. But this will give us 8, 9, 10. This will give us 10 gems per turn. Means we can basically do a capture images every turn, as long as we keep our income consistent, you know? But let's see if we can manage this. Is this possible? Okay, let's see this battle. Okay, yeah, this is pretty easy, I think. Illusionist Apprentice for 64 gold. Let's actually pick that guy up. I'm going to put him right here, a little bit forward. And we'll give him a mirror as well, so we can do something with it maybe later. So yeah, I'm getting 10 gems per turn at the moment, which is really good. That means I can basically get a new, fill up some images every single turn. Are all my mirrors filled? I have one mirror not filled, so we'll fill that one up, and that'll be pretty good. Let's end the turn. And see if we can find some kind of settlement, some kind of fort outside here, so we can actually like resupply a little bit. Let's do capture images one more time. Okay, that's enough for everything here. And after that, let's see if we can take these oozes. These guys are, I guess they're not that strong. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Let's see if we can take this out, because this would be also really good. Gold stream. It's going to give us a huge amount of gold, like a lot of gold, to be honest. But let's see if we can attack these guys. You know what? Actually, before we... Actually, no, I need an empty mirror to do scry. I was going to do a scry, but I guess no. So let's actually, in the meantime, we could do Lesser Ritual Mastery for this guy. Capture spells, so get a few more things with him. Just use some of our gems, and we have one movement left, so let's see if we can attack the gold stream, I think. Okay, let's attack this gold stream, see how it goes. Alright, let's view this battle. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oozes are kind of strong, but I guess not too bad. I don't know, to be honest. I hope they don't murder everybody. It looks like they're murdering everyone. Please don't murder my commander, at least. I need, like, another commander for this army. We did take quite a few losses of some spearmen, archers, crossbows. A lot of crossbows lost. This army is already getting very fragile. Need to be very careful with this. We did get a lot of income, though, but, like, man, we really need, like, a fort out here, somewhere we can resupply. I'm actually going to see if I can scry a little bit in this area to see if I can spot something that I can resupply, because going all the way down here to resupply is not good. I need more mirrors and I need more human troops to fill up my army a little bit. Like, we got a really good location here with lots of gems. Holy shit, the amount of gems here we're getting. 15, 12 per turn is crazy, but like, that's, we really need some other else to resupply the rest of our army. Okay, let's actually get you to do some scrying. So we do have some empty mirrors. Let's scry a little bit ahead. Okay. Something here. Pillar of Power. And I'll get you to scry one more time. Scry maybe over here. Okay, nothing much. There's someone else over here, though. So maybe, I think Scourge Lord has the Pillars of Power, right? I'm not sure who does that. Okay, let's attack this group here. Actually, you know what? Let's do another capture images while we're waiting around here. In one mirror that's emptied out, you can fill it up with some images. Let's end the turn then. Keep saving up some money to get more Illusionists as well. And I should also train these Illusionists up to do something useful. Eventually, I'd like to send one of these guys out to be a army leader. Actually, to be honest, this guy would probably be a good army leader because he has capture images and capture spells, which is quite useful. You can give him another Ritual of Mastery. Ooh, Floating Eye. That's actually really nice. We'll get him to use that later, because I would like to get a few floating eyes out here to scout the map. I would like to send my main commander home, or at least put him somewhere safe and send out someone else to go meet up with him and lead a little army around. But let's actually, you know what, we can even build up a little army here. We'll get a bunch of mirrors. Get 3, like, little mirrors. 4 little mirrors. It's like 4 little mirrors. And then this guy can, like, slowly fill them up turn by turn. Maybe we'll even send this guy back home. Or back to the main fort over here to meet up. Okay, let's end the turn. Oh, there's an army of someone. Don't know who that is. Okay, let's actually use our special power again. I want to do some scrying first. Scry this area a little bit more. I want to find some kind of settlement that I can actually use for recruiting. I don't see anything around here. Do one more. Scry. Let's do scry down here. A ziggurat. Ugh, okay. No, I don't like this. There's nothing around here, Ram. There's like a few right by me, but they're in a very awkward position. I need someone to come out here and help out. But let's do this anyways. Let's attack this little village in the meantime. Battle in the coastal hamlet. I think this was a pretty simple battle. We lost one crossbowman. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's get you guys to move out. And oh, we have an army here. I think this is... What is this? This must be Scourge Lord, right? Now, is he ready to fight the Scourge Lord? I don't know. Capture spell. We can capture images again. Let's do one capture images here. Fill up one of these. Oh, our army's really, really struggling at the moment. I don't know if we can even do this battle here. We can try. An iron mine would be really useful, but we'll try to do this. I don't know. Let's see if we can maybe make this work. I need another place to recruit. I don't want to go all the way back here because I'm going to lose all this territory at the front without some army to defend it. And this army really needs more units. I can't just rely on the handful of mirrors I brought out here. What I could do is send some other troops out. So this guy, for example, let's actually start getting him to fill up. What are you doing? This guy, where did you go? He went to the wrong area. So I moved these guys opposite directions for some stupid reason. Okay, well, we'll do that later. Deal with that later. Let's pick up a few more mirrors here. And maybe some crossbows. We'll start building a new army to come send out and swap with this guy. That way he can go and rest a little bit. Okay, let's end the turn here. Or, no, you know what? Let's see if we can attack this guy. 32 to 35. 35, but I have a lot of mirrors, which should balance it out, maybe? I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay, let's try this out. If we can take this iron mine, I'll be very happy anyways. Battle in the iron mine. Looks like we won. Wow, big difference. Let's take a look at this battle. Ooh, all these slave workers really just melt. A big problem with the mirrors is you can see they spawn very slowly, so it takes them a long time to actually get their spells and their illusions out. And actually a lot of my mirrors emptied, right? Are they all empty? We do have to start refilling them. So we're able to take that Pillar of Power. Let's actually use our special power. We're going to keep refilling capture images. Damn, this army is like gone. I think we can't do much with it right now. We're gonna have to wait here for resupply, to be honest, because we have a nice territory right here, but we have nowhere to resupply. Really need more troops. We need to send another army out here ASAP. So what we're gonna do is start doing this with this guy. We'll get this guy to start doing capture images in some of these mirrors here. We'll send out another little force. We'll start also getting more crossbows. Maybe some heavy infantry as well would also be good. I have more than enough iron. I have tons of iron for anything. Let's get maybe 2 more mirrors. There we go. We'll fill up all these mirrors if possible. Use special power. Let's do capture spell with this guy. Fill up these mirrors and get a little force going out that we can use, you know? Okay, so we'll build up another little army of mirrors and send them out soon to go support this guy up here. We'll let him hide here for now. He can defend here for a while. At least he has mirrors, so I think he'll be able to defend himself, but it is pretty vulnerable, this position. What we can do is maybe have him scry a little bit later. Okay, Tupac, let's get you to do some scrying. I want to see what's out here. Okay, nothing much. I just need like a settlement of some kind. Oh, here's a tower, 11 units. A catapult, that will be tough, but if we can take that, that'll be an amazing position to control this area a little bit better. Okay, while he's doing that, we'll think about it. Let's get these guys to start also doing some stuff. For example, let's get you to do capture images again. Fill up these mirrors a little bit more. Okay, and then we can move these guys out pretty soon. You know, let's get this guy, this army, transfer units. It's enough here, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we can maybe get one more mirror for him. Transfer units there. One more small mirror. We'll send this guy out to start marching. And then we can pick up some units from here as well. Maybe pick up these crossbows to join him up, at least. Get another army out in the field here. Okay, let's end the turn. Autumn is here, that's fine. Let's get some more crossbows. I do need more crossbowmen. Okay, let's get some of these crossbows. We'll go here, pick them up to fill up this army a little bit. Pick up some mirrors, extra. Okay, that's good enough, I think. And you do have a little bit of points left, so he can do capture images. In one of these mirrors, we need to fill up these mirrors bit by bit. And this guy has enough. I think he should be able to do another scry. So let's actually get him to scry again. Scrying is only 2 points. I want to see what's all in this area. First of all, I want to see where that red guy came from. Let's kind of keep checking out these areas over here. Okay, nothing. Okay, that's fine. Well, at least we know there's a tower here. We can try to push our way to that tower, but I think we need a little bit more support. I don't know. I don't want my master illusionist guy to die because he's like totally isolated. But let's maybe see if we can grab this tower of power first. That'll be pretty good. And then we'll hold up in this mine because this mine is a little bit more defendable. We don't have much aside from mirrors anyways. Let's end the turn. We'll keep using that guy to scry anyways, and that will be pretty useful. Another thing about Illusionists I didn't mention is they do get a lot of assassin recruits, which is quite nice. Let's get you to move out. First of all, I'm going to use special power, capture images again, and these ones want to fill up these mirrors as much as possible, and then you can move out. Okay, get out of here. And then you can use 2 scries. He has enough gems left to use. Oh, he has 1 point left, so we can do 1 scry. Let's check, again, these areas. Let's check like right here. Here's another tower. Where was that red guy? I don't see any of his units. Maybe he came from the north. I'll try to scry up north maybe next turn. And go meet these guys. Maybe we can link these guys together and link them as like one army. Okay, Tupac, let's actually get you to fill up your mirrors a little bit more so you're not so vulnerable. These mirrors need to be filled up. I think most of them are fairly filled up, but we should get them to be filled up enough. Actually, I'm going to also get some more crossbows here to defend. And this army can keep moving. So he doesn't have much left. Let's actually do a capture spell. One of these mirrors. Okay, let's keep going. Winter's here, great. Tupac is still isolated. This tower is destroying this whole area, so it is the Scourge Lord. Let's actually get him to keep scrying. I want to see what's up here. Okay, that's just ocean, so that's the end of the map there. We can do 1 more, maybe, but I would rather save that for this guy to fill up his points. Okay, he's already moved, so that's enough. That means we can do 1 more. Let's do another scry then. Scrying. Let's kind of see what's in this area. Oh, here he is. Here's someone. Pillar of Power and a Market Village. Okay, so there's the red guy. We'll have to go down here. We'll see if we can take this tower, because this tower will be very nice to take out. These wolves. 4 wolves here. I think we can just attack these wolves. Maybe let's do that in the meantime. Take out these deer. Take out these wolves. Make our way closer to this tower and see if we can take it out. Because these armies are going to be a problem to deal with. We need to get to a fortified position. Okay, 1 captain for 48 gold. Okay, Tupac, let's actually get you to do, again, capture images in the mirror. We're basically out of human units now, completely. Action points left, that's fine, so we can defend this, like, rocky area here. You can't even move, but he can do capture images. Let's do that. We want to fill up as many of these mirrors as possible. Okay, keep doing that. That's fine. Oh, a bug. We'll have to go kill this guy. This guy's going to start stealing our gems. Okay, 1 scout. Yeah, there he goes. He's taken our mine. You can start moving out here. Okay, so he is out. Let's use special power. Let's use another capture images. Fill up most of these mirrors, if not all of them if possible. And you, let's get you to do a scry again. I saw him over here let's kind of see what's going on here. So there's an army, 17 units, not that strong. There's a city here, ooh, a nice city that's totally unoccupied at the moment. Actually, can we take that in one movement? I don't know. Let's make our way to the city, because the city's empty right now. He must have attacked it. So I can't make it there in one turn, but I might be able to get it next turn, though he might be there as well, which is kind of bad. Let's see anyways. We'll see if we can actually make it there in time and actually grab this city location. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Let's just continue on anyways. We have a lot of gold right now. I'm actually going to keep recruiting some more crossbows in the meantime in these locations just to fill them up. I'll get one because I want to save up enough to see if I can get some mages later. We'll see if we can take the city. I don't know. This guy's going to go there. Maybe he'll go there and leave, though. Okay, yeah, he went there and left. Okay, that often happens with the AI, but the city is very useful for us. That's great. That means we can recruit here, which is amazing. We can get some crossbows. We can get some more amirs. Get some catapults, too, which is amazing for us. Eventually, we want to start building a big army of catapults. That'll be our kind of like goal there. Let's get another large mirror and some more small mirrors, and we'll get this guy to start doing special power. Let's do capture images. Eventually, we're going to do another ritual mastery. I want to get the level 2 capture images for the large mirrors. Let's fill up these a little bit. Let's scry. I want to see where this guy is. Where is this guy coming from? I don't know where his fort is. It must be around here somewhere, right? And you are being a problem. You are a problem for me. This guy, this giant mantis, got to go. We got to go deal with him. Okay, let's continue. Having this city is nice, though. We're going to sit here for a while and try to rebuild this army a little bit. We're getting so much gold per turn. Like, I think we're going to be really nice. Okay, 62 gold. Oh, just barely enough. Can't afford it, unfortunately. What else is there? A captain. Let's just get this captain. That'll be nice. Because I would like another commander for this army in case someone dies. While this guy's also here, let's also keep using special powers. And do some capture images, fill up these mirrors a little bit more. We'll work on building up this army while this one comes and cleans up the south over here and cleans up this area. We'll send him out to this location and keep doing a scry, as well as maybe get some floating eyes out here so they can start doing something, you know? Battle in the Iron Mine, I mean, just some bugs. I don't need to watch that. Let's continue on. Okay, I would like to get another captain, to be honest. Let's get another captain there. I like having captains. Now let's get you to keep doing capture images. Can I? Oh, I'm out of mirrors now. Oof. I can do capture spell in a large mirror, but I don't have enough. But what we can do is some scrying. So let's just keep looking around. I want to find where is this guy. Okay, here's another army over here. Some of the Monkey Nation. Let's get you to another scry. I want to see where is this guy coming from. He must be around here somewhere. Okay, this is nothing really going on here. There's a ziggurat down there, but that was empty as I recall. It didn't have anything really useful in there. Okay, use special power. Let's actually do a floating eye. Okay, the floating eye will scout around for us, and we can also do capture images in our remaining mirrors. I think that was the last mirror, to be honest. Okay, that's pretty good for him. Now this army's already a little bit better. We have a little bit of humans, but we have a lot of mirrors, so this army's actually not too bad. Again, early game for Illusionist, you're just really, really vulnerable. That's the problem. So we need to build up this one as well soon. Get some more mirrors in here as well. I think he's already full up on his mirrors, right? Let's take a look. Special powers, or no, not special powers, but transfer units. I think all his mirrors are actually full, right? We'll pick up these crossbows. He has a few mirrors that are not full, okay, so every mirror here is full, yeah. And we have two large mirrors. We can fill up one more large mirror with maybe some spells, I don't know. Okay, he's gone. Battle in the farm. Okay, that was not us anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't care about that. All right, let's keep exploring. We'll get this army to start moving on. The floating eye is going to keep moving around the map. Let's actually get another floating eye in the meantime. Get a few of these guys out here to scout for us. And we're also going to, eventually we're going to attack this tower. Having two fortresses right next to each other is really nice. Can I afford anything here? I can't really. I could attack this. 11 units with a catapult is kind of a little bit obnoxious. I don't know. I'm going to wait, I think, before I attack anything, though. Maybe we can pop out and attack this boar. That might be a good idea. Okay, yeah, overrun, and we can pop quickly back. That's great. You guys, I want to know where I should go with these guys. If I should keep going south or I should go north. So I want to know where my enemies are exactly. We'll see about that in a minute. Just what is valuable? There's some things up here. There's some stuff down here. If I can go to this direction, maybe I will go down here. Let's keep making our way in this direction. Okay, here's a gem deposit. Next turn we can go for that. That'll be great for us as well. Okay, so let's end the turn. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have this guy kind of go explore around to the south of this forest here and kind of loop around, I think. We'll make our way towards this tower I scouted earlier. And I want to see where this red guy is. I see his armies popping around, but I don't know where exactly he is. We'll have to see later. If I can get a few more units, I'll attack this tower as well with this army here. Because I definitely need a little bit more support here, I think. Get a few more mirrors here. Maybe one more mirror. And one more large mirror. I do need to start saving up gems though, so I can actually upgrade this guy. I need to get the level 2. Actually, I want to get him to a level 3 mage. That would be actually excellent. Or get the phantasms as well. That'll be quite good. Okay, you special power. Let's actually wait. I want to get him to a little bit higher level ritual of mastery. I'm not going to put many gems into these at the moment. I think the level 2 capture spell for the large mirror is a bit of a waste, to be honest. Just keep building up our income. So let's actually, what was I going to do? I was going to grab a fort here. I will see, I can do another floating eye with this guy. Let's do that. I think the floating eyes are quite useful. I like these. So I'll get one more with this guy and I'll attack this gem deposit. Crystals, I think that's okay to fight. We'll take that on. Take that gem deposit and then make our way towards these villages over here, which will give us, again, a little bit more gold, I think, which is also quite good. Maybe keeping this guy in the rear to defend is a better idea, though, because I have so much valuable stuff over here. Keeping him in this area to defend this, I think, is very important. So maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll keep him around here, and then I'll wait for this army to build up and start moving him out. So this will be my forward army, and this will be my kind of rear defense army. Maybe that's a better idea than sending too many armies out at once. Okay, how does that go? Yeah, that was pretty easy. One crossbowman killed. Okay, we have enough money now. Let's actually get some more crossbows here with this guy. And we will transfer units. Get a few more units here. We have a lot of these big mirrors now, which I would like to fill up if possible. We need more gems, however. Actually, we can get some more gems. We can get some more illusion spells as well. But let's get our ritual level mastery, level 2. Okay, capture greater spell, which... I mean, actually, that's not too bad. Like, for the little silver mirror and 10 gems, that's not bad. So maybe we can do that. Let's get some silver mirrors then. Just one silver mirror, that's fine. They're a little bit expensive, but I have so much income anyways. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have this guy be my rear patrol guy, because this will be a little bit more useful for him. Oh, he has a wound. Oh, he might die then, which is pretty bad. Let's go attack this lion tribe guy. We'll patrol this area. I want to keep scouting this area. Make sure this whole sector is clean, you know? And while this guy's waiting here, let's actually get him to scry a little bit more. Okay, there's a tower here. Okay, there's something. We'll see if we can deal with that. Now, this is going to be a problem. What we can do, however, with that, though, is... we could try to get... Let's see, do another scry. I want to do one more scry. Oh, not enough gems. Okay, whatever. But this is a problem, so we got to deal with that. What we could do is start building up some catapults and just march this army over there. I do want to take this guard tower first, however, as soon as possible. Take that. Maybe in another turn or two, once we can build up this force a little bit more. Okay, battle in the savannah. Again, nothing much going on. Okay, we got a few things here. An assassin. How much is that assassin? 94. Oof. Little bit expensive. But we can do with Tupac, we can get him to do a capture greater spell in that little silver mirror. And capture images? No, but we can do a scry which we can scry these areas a little bit more. I want to kind of see everything in my area. Okay, there's nothing there really. I'll check down here as well. I want to make sure my whole area is like patrolled and secure. So actually, let's keep this guy in the back. I think I'm not going to send him too far forward. I'm going to keep him far back. It would be nice to get this watchtower, but actually I'm going to send him into the desert and go check this area. Maybe there'll be more gem deposits. They often have gem deposits in the desert. Special power, I can't do much to be honest, so let's wait. He's already got all the lesser rituals of mastery anyways, I think. Okay, this army might be ready soon. Maybe one more turn of recruits, like human recruits, and we can maybe attack this tower, and then we can make our way to the Black Citadel over here in the Black Forest. Oh, there's an army. Where did he come from? Scroll of Pandemonic Paths. We gotta go deal with that guy though, so that's pretty bad, but let's get some, maybe let's get some heavy infantry. It'll be good for a frontline defense, and I'll get another silver mirror with my remaining gold. Transfer units, heavy infantry for the front, another little silver mirror. And what we can do with this guy is use special power, capture greater spell in my other little silver mirror. Then we can move out with this army. I think this is enough. Let's go deal with this army over here. Make sure he doesn't cause any trouble for us. You can keep kind of patrolling this area. Okay, we have a desert palace with 1 elephant and 2 swordsmen. Could we take that? I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's see what else I can do here. I could do a capture spell. A lot of his mirrors are going to empty, so we'll try to fill up some of these mirrors. Next turn I'll fill up some more of these mirrors, and we can try to take this out. I think if he's behind the wall, actually, we probably could take out that elephant, because he won't be able to jump over the wall. So I hope this red guy doesn't have a fortress somewhere else. Oh, he's running away. Now, I could just attack him, I think, so maybe that's what I'll do. This is a pretty small army. Just attack this. Then we'll go back and recruit. Let's also attack this guy. First of all, I'm going to use special power. Let's capture some images in these mirrors. And then we'll attack this fort here. I think this will be okay to attack. That'll give us some extra gems too, and I wonder if we can recruit from here. I think we can. We'll see in a minute. Okay, so let's end the turn here. Okay, 2 battles. Let's take a look at this one. This is against a very small force. I think this is pretty easy for us to take out. Again, the slow speed at which these illusions come out really hampers any battle. And also one thing annoying is they tend to spawn behind the humans, which means all these crossbows end up taking the brunt of the damage here, which is very, very annoying. Did we lose anything? We lost 1 crossbow, 2 heavy infantry, and we gained a Scourge Herald, so I guess he decided to, he got a little bit confused, he joined our side. What else do we get here? A Star Ruby, that's kind of nice. Desert Palace. Okay, that was easy. Let's take a look at that anyways, but I think that was... I knew this would be probably pretty easy. Yeah, they're all just like running. That elephant, ooh, was a little bit scary. Oh boy. Jeez, he almost got a trample in it. I didn't expect him to pop out. But okay, that was fine, I guess. Let's send... okay, we have this guy now. We have Radwan joining us. Joining our little party here. Let's send these guys back home. We're going to get another captain. I would like to get some more crossbows actually for this. I wonder if crossbows are really the play here. What is the Star Ruby? What does this do? Fire shield. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. I don't know. Is that good though? Enemy attacking this unit in melee will take some fire damage. I wonder if I should give it to this guy instead. What does this guy do? This guy's actually a decent spell caster. He can cast some spells, so that's not too bad. We get more spell casters in our army. Now, what about this guy? What can he do? Life Force 0 per month. Okay, so I can get Life Force apparently now as a resource, though I don't know how to get it exactly. Let's wait a little bit more. We'll get another Ritual of Mastery. I want to be able to get the Phantasm summoning spell. Let's keep moving these guys out as well in the meantime. Little village. We'll take these little villages. I think these villages will be pretty easy to conquer. How's this army doing? This army's okay, I think. We have a few mirrors emptying out. We should probably fill them up. Oh, we can't even move enough. So let's actually get that guy. While he's waiting here, let's do another capture images with him. Fill up that 1 mirror that's empty. What about you? Do you have any mirrors that are empty at the moment? He has a few actually empty mirrors, so we should actually probably fill these guys up too. Use special power. Let's do another capture images in some of these little mirrors he has, at least to fill them up a little bit. And while he's here, let's do a scry as well. Oop, no action points. Okay, that's fine. Let's wait then. Wait for a turn. Okay, 10 archers, 66 gold. That's not bad, actually. We can't afford it though. Just unfortunate. A little bit too much there. What is this Wound Fen amulet? That might be pretty good for my commander here. Though eventually I want to start getting catapults. Let's get a catapult here, because we're going to use that for our siege against the Black Fortress. And that'll be a very good thing for us, I think. So this army is going to be very slow, but I'm not planning to actually send them very far, honestly. They're going to be mostly hanging around this area. And I think we actually might be able to go and attack this force right now. So let's actually take this tower. Let's actually use special power. I'm going to do another capture images to fill up these mirrors here. And we should have enough movement that he can move into this location. We can even do one, maybe one more. Let's do one more capture images. Fill up all our empty mirrors. Okay, now we have enough. Let's go into this tower and take it over. Okay, here's another army moving out, but at least we'll secure this little area a little bit better. And you have enough movement. You can move into here. Take this little village. We'll maybe take these little villages. Just kind of clean up this whole area. I think the rest of our territory seems okay. Oh, there goes an army. We'll have to pop those guys later. I think this Hyena tribe was, yeah, no big deal. What about Cloud Reach? 5 to 11. Let's just see this battle. I think this one's okay. Just that catapult probably did a lot of damage. That catapult just took out one mirror. Boom, he took out my catapult. Boom, he took out another mirror. Oh boy, see, that's what I mean by the mirrors are very vulnerable, because they can get destroyed very quickly. So we lost like 3 mirrors there. With that first just volley. You see a huge army appears very quickly, but that first turn is the killer, to be honest. So at least we can sit around here. We can get a few more mirrors, get another silver mirror, get another 2 small mirrors maybe. And I guess we'll have to spend some time to fill them up with these guys. I don't know if we actually have time, because we gotta go take out this army before it goes into the city and invades it. And then we'll see if we can go for the Citadel later. So let's actually take that out in the meantime. We'll go pick up our guys in a minute there. Let's get you guys actually to go south. Use special power. How about another floating eye? Why not? Let's get another floating eye. I like floating eyes. Now, where are my floating eyes anyways? Are they scouting around? I see one here. I don't know where the other ones are going. They must be going somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where they could be. They must be somewhere. I just see one at the moment. Maybe some of them have died, to be honest, because they might have run into like some magical units who can see invisible and just gotten killed. So I only... Oh, there's 2. Okay, there's 3. They're just hanging around the areas I've already taken over, apparently. Let's end the turn. How did this battle go? This is a little bit suspect. We need more mirrors for this army. Like, we have enough now, but... Okay, that's not too bad. But yeah, we do need more mirrors here, I think. We do need a lot more mirrors. Use special power. Capture images. Can you not capture images? Why not? All those mirrors are full. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. So let's actually go back here. Transfer units. Pick up all these units we left behind, like these mirrors. We'll fill up these mirrors with him as well. So use special power and capture images in these little mirrors. Eventually, I really need to level up to Phantasms and the next level. So we probably need to save up for at least a turn to get the next level Ritual Mastery instead of just keep spending gems per turn all the time. Here's a little settlement. This is actually quite nice, but this is a bit big. Could I take this? With my mirrors? Maybe. I don't know. Is it worth to try this? This is going to be pretty tough, I think. A lot of archers here. Now, my illusions will be able to run over the wall, so maybe we can take this and that'll be a nice little port to help resupply this whole area here. I don't know. It's kind of suspect if that's worth it. I just need to control this whole location, basically, you know? Let's actually get some archers here to defend the city. I don't want to lose the city, so we'll get a few crossbowmen to defend there. And these guys can hang out here for a minute. Okay, let's see what this guy... I'm not sure what I'll do. I can't do anything right now anyways. We can use special power. I can do another floating eye. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe we'll do that. I like floating eyes. They're pretty good. Okay, let's end the turn then. 10 archers for 83 gold. Okay, this guy I think we'll keep saving up. I'll use maybe 1 capture images. And then next turn I can use ritual mastery. Just to get some of these mirrors filled up a little bit more, if possible. And then we really need to go for the Citadel. The Citadel has what? Not that many units, to be honest. These ballistas are going to be tough to deal with. That's going to be a big problem. So we can start making our way out there. We just don't have that many units, honestly. The good thing is our illusions will be able to run over the walls. The bad thing is those ballistas are going to shred this army. But if we can take that over, that'll be very nice. Now, what about this guy? This guy is ready to attack soon. Let's see about if we can do that. We'll try it out. I think, I don't know. This is going to be tough because it's very, very close. I think we're just going to hold on for a little bit and see if we can wait with this guy. I will attack with this one, though, because this one's less valuable, and I think I can actually manage this. I'm just worried about the siege in this fort because these ballistas are brutal. They will shred any army, and that is part of a mod, so that is to make the AI a little bit more durable, but it does make it harder for someone like me to invade who doesn't have much. However, I think what we can do actually is start building up some catapults. That'll probably help our forces a little bit. So getting a few catapults in here will give us our own siege, and we'll turn this into our big siege army fairly soon. Let's end the turn then. Okay, how did this go? Okay, once the illusions start massing, then it should be fine. Yeah, see, they can just go over the walls, but yeah, they shred this. Look at that. Okay, so that was easy. Very easy battle. What do we lose here? We lost 2 crossbowmen, so actually not too bad. And we took this port city, which will give us a little bit more flexibility in terms of being able to defend. We could get a captain here. I think what I'm going to do first is actually pick up some more crossbows or maybe some heavy infantry. Let's get some more crossbows right here to help this army out. We'll let these guys hang out here for a little bit. We do have to get these guys to start moving north again to defend this territory, but I don't see many threats in this area. I have good vision over this whole location. I don't see much dangerous around here. Now we have enough gems. We can get another ritual mastery for this guy. Capture Mere Walk. Okay, actually this is not bad. This will allow him to basically move between armies, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for something different. But whatever, we'll wait another turn then. We do have 5 gems left. With that, I could get maybe this guy to do something. Let's actually get this guy to do another floating eye. And we'll hang out here for a little while. Let's actually get you to transfer units. Let's pick up these crossbows. That's fine. And you can hang out there for a little while. We'll resupply this guy. We'll build this army up until we can go attack the Citadel here and crush it. We really need to be able to crush it. Let's end the turn. Summer's here. Let's keep doing some stuff here. I want to keep saving up to get Ritual Mastery, but we do want to get... I think all my mirrors are full. Let's do a Capture Greater spell. I do have some silver mirrors. I think I only have 1 silver mirror here, right? Let's take a look. How many silver mirrors do I have? I think I only have 1, right? So we'll fill that one up. Why not? We do need more big units, though, because I want to avoid these ballistas shredding this army, which is very dangerous. What we can do is start picking up some things. Okay, this has crossbows guarding. That's good. We'll pick up more, maybe heavy infantry, more crossbows. Let's get also another catapult. Okay, and what else we can get? We can get another silver mirror. Why not? Let's get that. And a large mirror. I'm actually going to pick up a large mirror, because if I can get the summon images or capture images level 2, that'll be quite useful for this guy. Okay, let's continue. Oh, there's an army. Uh-oh. what did that do? So 4 versus all of these guys dead. Air elementals, that is dangerous. Oof. So that army coming from somewhere, that must be Cloud Lord, right? But we do have this army here, which we might be able to go deal with that. Let's see, I'm going to spend some time. Let's actually do a capture spell in the meantime. We'll do a capture greater spell. Or just capture spell. You know what? Let's do that. Capture spell. Oh, we can't afford it. We can do a capture spell here. And we can do a scry. Should I do that? Actually, no. Let's actually move this army out. We need to go deal with this situation in this fort. So we'll see if we can deal with these guys here. Those elementals, I think, are going to be a big problem, however. I'm going to leave one of these guys back here. Maybe I'll leave this commander here. He can stay in the fort here, and then I'll move these two Radwan, because he does have some spells, which is quite useful. And then Tupac Shakur, we're going to send them back to go attack this army, which is a little bit scary. I don't like these elementals, to be honest. They're a little bit scary. Okay, let's get a few recruits here. We do need more stuff. I could get another silver mirror and fill that with some greater spells. Maybe get one silver mirror and one normal mirror. And I think that'll be enough. Let's use special power. Capture greater spell. And the other silver mirror. Let's transfer some units here that I didn't pick up earlier. And bring all these guys with us. Make sure we can bring everybody. And I would like to catch more units. So maybe next turn we'll wait till these guys move out. We'll see if we can grab them and maybe take that city back. What about you? You can move out of here as well pretty soon. And we'll move these guys back to this desert palace. I think this is a better place to defend. This is a bit more valuable than the port. The port is nice, but this one has gems, which is much more useful. And also it's a little bit closer to my main area. So these floating eyes, I don't know what they're doing. They're just patrolling my own territory. I wish they would go beyond my territory a little bit more. Let's end the turn. Okay, he's gone. We gotta go chase that guy though. If this guy is a problem, we gotta go chase him down a little bit. Okay, let's take that city back and keep following him. He's gonna go raid our key territories over here, which is not very nice. We need to watch out for these deer. These deer might also come and take these areas here, so we need to get some troops here pretty soon. You can also move up here. Oh, he's coming back. Okay. Oh, and you take that city back again. Let's see if we can attack him. I like to attack him in the field rather than in the open. Let's actually get a few crossbows here first. Defend this tower a little bit. And this army, I'm going to keep him out here. We'll head him back to grab this. And then we will see if we can pop this guy when he leaves. Okay, now that you are here, that's pretty good. Use special power. Capture images. Let's just do that very quickly. Just refill this army a little bit more. Next turn we'll be able to do another ritual mastery for this guy and hopefully catch this Cloud Lord before he runs off. Oh, he's going. He's going. He won there. Okay, but he did weaken himself a little bit, I guess. Ooh, this guy can't even move. Damn, we gotta go take those territories back. Okay, first of all, let's do another ritual mastery. Veil Mind. Make a mind impossible to see from your mortals. Okay, so that's fine, I guess. I mean, we can do it on this tile. I don't know if I really want to do that. It's worth it. I don't think it's worth it against the AI. It feels like no point to that, to be honest. Let's do a capture images while we're kind of hanging out here. Okay, that's not what I really wanted. That's not that useful, to be honest. But whatever. I don't know what else to really say about that. Let's get a few more units in these territories. First of all, I want to get some defenders here. So let's get a few crossbowmen right there. At least one tile, one little group of crossbows is pretty good for these defend these areas a little bit more. Okay, that Cloud Lord guy has run off somewhere, but we'll chase him down a little bit. Let's get you to do, okay, all his things are full. Let's just move out with these guys. Okay, fight these bandits and we'll go back, take our city and our tower in a minute. Let's also get more units here. Okay, we have Desert Warriors and Camel Riders. These guys are quite nice, I think. I might get these guys. These guys are actually pretty good. Let's get these guys for this army. You transfer units. Pick those riders up. That's quite nice. I like those. And can you use any powers? Let's actually get you to use... Okay, but floating eye. Nah, we'll wait. Wait a minute. I could get another mirror, maybe. And then I can use a special power, capture images. Great. Okay, there we go. So we expand our army a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Let's just end the turn. Okay, this was a pathetic battle. Anyways, not a big deal. Now you, 2-pack, let's go claim back our homeland. Oh my god, he can't move in the snow. So at least the other guy's gone, which is fine. Another turn we'll do another Ritual Mastery for level 2. I want all the level 2 spells, and eventually we'll try to get to level 3. We'll save up for several turns and do that. I could do... I can't do Capture Spell, that's fine. I could do scrying. So let's actually do a quick scry. I want to see what's going on in other areas of the map. Let's actually scry over here. Okay, nothing much. I just want to get some idea of what's happening in different areas. Okay, let's pick that little mirror up. Maybe we can move this army somewhere else. We can start conquering some of these areas in the south here. I mean, I would like him to stay around for defense, but I guess it's not too bad. We can get him to do something. He'll be kind of useful. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, there we go. 36. So let's take this town. And before we move out, we can't move out anyways. At least we can do another Ritual Mastery. For Phase Beast. Ooh, that is nice. That is really good. So summon Phase Beast is really useful. We'll start doing that very soon, I think. You can also buy some more stuff here. Let's buy another catapult. I'm going to start building up this army a little bit more. Get some more silver mirrors. And two more small mirrors. Okay, that's good. We'll transfer units. We'll pick up all these guys. Okay, there we go. This army is actually not too bad. I mean, we might be able to take the Citadel soon. I don't need to get enough siege to be able to do it. And you guys can start moving out. Go conquer some of this stuff in the south here. This ziggurat, I think I'm not going to go for. It might be a little bit too scary, to be honest. Okay, a captain for 51 or an assassin. Let's get a captain here. That'd be good. I like another little captain. I'm not going to bring him with me. I'll leave him here. And we'll go take this tower in the meantime. And we can move on to there a little bit later. But first of all, let's do some of this. Let's do Phase Beast. I would like that. That would be quite nice. But let's actually do some capture images first. Fill up our mirrors a little bit more. Okay, we'll do that a few turns, fill up our mirrors, and then we can move on with these guys. Let's move out of the desert too with this guy. Okay, we have this. I don't really want to attack this. That looks a little bit scary. Mainly this Mazak. These little imps are not too bad, but this Shed, Thunder Fist, and the Gore and the Storm Magic seems a little bit scary. So I don't know if I really want to take this. Maybe I can. This army is actually not too bad because it has a lot of mirrors here, a lot of support. We'll maybe see if we can do it. I'll see maybe next turn, see if it's possible. I don't know. Okay, this army, we're going to keep building up this army and try to attack the Citadel in the meantime. Let's also get some more defenses in the city so that we don't get attacked again. Okay, 30. Actually, we have enough now. Let's try to do another Ritual Mastery, even though I could get a Phase Beast. Mere Blink. Ooh, okay. Teleport his army a limited distance. Okay, so that just means you can teleport your army a very quick distance, which is fine. I don't really want to use it though. It's not that useful, I think. It could be good if you have some difficult terrain, for example, like a jungle, and then you want to jump over it onto another tile. What I'm going to do actually is try to attack this army here. Take this out. This will be maybe useful if we can conquer it. Oh, there goes an army. Okay, well, lost one camel rider, but we took it out pretty easily. Okay, the illusions quickly took that quite well. So we took this. That will give us another point to recruit. I think I can recruit here, right? Oh, I can't, right? Oh, too bad. Just a defensive area, which is not great. Use special power. Let's do some more capture images in these empty mirrors. Do a capture spell as well. Why not? Throw a spell in there. Okay, you can hang out there for a turn or so. And I'm also going to get some more crossbows in these other locations to defend these a little bit more. Make sure they're just a little bit, just to make sure some animal doesn't walk in. That's basically what the crossbows do. They're just to make sure some bear or something can't just walk in there, like a deer or something like that. Okay, this army we're going to keep building up. It's getting pretty big. Actually, there's only 17 units here. Maybe we can attack like right now. Like, maybe let's try that. So yeah, I'm going to move in here and we'll see if we can actually take this territory from him. Try that out. Okay, Scourge Lord is eliminated. Let's actually take a look at that. We lost our Scourge Herald. We lost some units, but we still won. It's pretty good. Let's take a look at this. Okay, there goes the siege. At least our catapults can help out a lot in the early game. And then we start getting the illusions, which will just swarm this guy. So very quickly, this little tiny army becomes a gigantic army. Ooh, I hate having my illusionist at the front, though. Like, it sucks so much that he appears there. Because he gets a ton of damage. I need to really get him some kind of armor or protection or something, you know? Yeah, very quickly wiped out this. Having this fire shield jewel helps. Okay, yeah, that was easy. Very easy. Okay, so Scourge Lord is eliminated. Now we do have this location here, which we can start recruiting from. Let's get some more crossbows here in the meantime. We'll also get this guy. We lost our other commander, unfortunately, but we do have enough to do what? Let's do some more capture images while we're kind of waiting around, fill up these mirrors again. We lost most of our human units, and 2-pack took a lot of damage, which is unfortunate. So he does have fire shield, but it's not that great, to be honest. Okay, let's do that. Let's just do special power. What else can you do? Maybe I'll save the rest of the gems. Let's get this guy to keep looking around as well. A guard tower, 2 cyclopses. Let's not deal with that. These ghouls, let's actually go kill these ghouls. These will get rid of these guys. And let's take out these farms. These farms, these villages will give us a little bit of gold income. I need to go deal with these moose soon as well, because this moose is a little bit annoying. 3 moose. I don't want them to go take all my mines and destroy my economy because a moose decides to go run through the whole thing. I don't think I can kill it with a few crossbows. That's why you always need an army in the rear to just like support all this stuff. But let's continue anyways. Battle in Savannah, yeah, no problem there. And of course the moose is going to start moving in. Of course he's going to go there. He's going to start taking everything possible. Let's get some more crossbowmen to leave here. Just to guard this Dark Citadel. I'm going to move 2-pack back to go counter that moose. Go deal with the moose problem. And while he's here, let's actually use Summon Phase Beast. Okay, there we go. A Phase Spider, which is nice. There's lots of different Phase Beasts possible. This is one of them. And they all have this feature of displacement, which means it makes it very hard to hit. Like, the further away you are, the harder it is to get them. Phase Bite, and so on. So these guys are quite nice. Well, Phase Beasts are something you should start getting in your army as the game progresses. But you do deal with this moose. So I'm going to send this guy out. We'll kind of guard this citadel there with those guys. And you can actually keep moving and take these territories here. Just grab these out, and then that'll be pretty good. Maybe you can go take this town as well. That'll be quite nice. Though it's a little bit well defended. I don't know. We'll see if it's possible to take. Okay, I think my territory is actually pretty well defended. I don't know where all the other empires are, to be honest. I haven't found any more gems, unfortunately. Attacking the citadel. Okay, crossbowmen basically killed all of them, which is great. That's why you always need to get just a couple crossbowmen, because they can usually deal with the random kind of units that appear. Let's also pick up some more things here. I'm going to get some more heavy infantry, actually, for this army. Just to have a little bit more defense here. And let's go kill some of these animals around here just to clear up the area a bit. Capture images, we could do that. Let's actually do that once. Fill up some of our empty mirrors. And we'll move in to go kill these bears and these other animals. So I'm going to have, I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start kind of hunkering down in one location. Like this is actually a great location because I got 1, 2, 3 forts really close by. I can start building up a big army here. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start building up a large army. And eventually what we're going to do is we're going to level up this guy to the point where he can do special power. Let's do Phase Beast. Phase Beast. Great. What is that? Displacer Beast, I think. Yeah, Displacer Beast. So another Phase Beast, different one this time. And he got a lot of different powers. These guys are always quite good. These guys are quite nice. They just suck up some strength a little bit, and they fill out your army a little bit more. So that's quite good. I'm going to start building up a larger force here. And getting a lot of catapults to build a siege force. And eventually what we're going to do is what I mentioned before, sending out just one random little commander with a golden mirror, just scouting ahead of him. And then using that to take over some enemy citadels. Actually, I'm going to pop these little villages around here as well. We'll do that very quickly. Now let's recruit a few more commanders in the meantime too. This army will also send them around. I think I might bring them over to this citadel to resupply them. We'd like to conquer this city, so maybe we'll do that first. We'll send this guy down, take over this little town. That'll be quite useful for us. We'll clean up this little southern area, and then we can maybe send him up here to kind of wait with this guy. Maybe we can take another tower or something. I would like to get this one, but I think the 2 Cyclopses are a little bit hard to deal with. I don't know. Let's end the turn anyways. Okay, so over time, we're going to keep building up this army. I'm actually going to buy another catapult here. Enough iron. Ooh. A little bit too little iron. Oh boy, I'm low on my iron now. But what we can do, we can get some crossbowmen here. And let's get some mirrors. Let's actually, maybe we can invest in a golden mirror. I don't know, we'll get a silver mirror for now. Let's also use special power. We're going to save up for another Ritual of Mastery. I want to get the, either the Phantasm spell or something else. It's like we have to do this so many times to get anything good, to be honest. It's very, very annoying. Capture greater spell. Let's actually just keep waiting. We're going to keep waiting for now. I will do a scry, I think. I want to see what's going on in other areas of the map, like right here. Okay, I don't see much going on over here. Nothing really happening in this area. We'll do another quick scry just to see what's happening in these different places. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll do one more. I want to kind of get a vision of what's going on around the map here, just so I can be prepared. Okay, there's not much going on. I don't know where any other guys is. One guy is Cloud Lord, so he must be in the sky somewhere. I don't know what he is doing. He's doing something there. This army, are you ready to go fight? I think he is. I think he's got enough stuff here to fight this little town. We have a tower here with a bear and some spiders, so maybe we'll go take that tower. That'll actually be a good little place for this guy to be based out of. Though I do need an army in the rear to defend. Maybe I will start getting this guy, this Illusionist apprentice, kitted out to be a third army, and he can be my rear defense army to clean up whatever kind of nonsense is in the back here. Okay, gold rest. Okay, yeah, I lost a few things. Let's see that battle. Oof. That ballista and those crossbowmen take a big hit at the start there. Luckily, the illusions are enough to deal with this. Wow, a lot of illusions. Look at that. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll keep building up this army. Buy another catapult. Can I afford another catapult? I can't do it yet. But we can get some more mirrors, maybe. I don't know. You know what? Let's save for a little bit. Let's wait this guy here. Transfer units. Crossbows. Get another little mirror here. I would like to fill up these silver mirrors with some phantasms. That would be actually excellent if I can. We're going to wait one more turn and wait for that guy. You can start moving up here and start to maybe take this one. I think we can take this tower pretty easily, so let's take that. That'll be a new little home base for him, and he can kind of patrol this southern area. And we'll start getting another guy ready with some more units. Actually, what we're going to do is get a few mirrors for this guy. And this will be the start of his little force down here. There. Get up a lot of mirrors for this guy, and that'll be his little army to begin with. We'll start filling up these mirrors. We'll get a few humans to escort. He'll be our third army to kind of patrol our homelands, you know? Patrol the rear areas here. It was a spell scroll level 2, and stats, okay, we lost one camel rider, but not a big deal. And we got something here. A scroll level 2. And you got some new scrolls, which is nice. Sleep. Let's use enchanted sleep. That seems way better. So let's use that. Change the spells up a little bit. Okay, what is that? What's wrong with his memorized spells? Ooh, level 2. Can he not do it? I can do one only, so he can do either that. Oh, he can't use a level 2 spell, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so whatever. That doesn't matter that much. Let's get some crossbows to defend here. And you will try to do this again. Do another special power. Ritual of Mastery. Mirror Wall. Okay, so this is a good defensive spell. You can maybe use later, but we'll have to see. That's not really what I wanted, though. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, well, that's a little bit annoying. We can do maybe one more turn. Next turn, we'll be able to get 15 more. We'll do another Ritual of Mastery. We're going to keep defending this area. Catapult for 68 gold. That's kind of nice. We can get another catapult. Let's actually get this catapult. Actually, I would like to get a captain. I'd rather have a captain than the catapult for now. We get another catapult later. But let's get you 2-pack to transfer units. Or sorry, use special power. Ritual Mastery. What was that? Capture Phantasms. This is what I've been looking for. Okay, so that will be great. We'll use that. But let's keep scouting this area. Where are the other kingdoms? What the fuck happened to them? There's a lot of like units around here. Did they all get fucked up? Or did most of them just like die? Like that red guy died pretty quickly. I saw the green one. He must be Cloud Lords. He must be in the sky somewhere just faffing about basically. We're going to keep building up this army, and then eventually I'm going to get him up to level 3. We'll save up to level 3. And then we can do the Mirror Gate I mentioned previously. So that'll be quite good. This army as well. Keep you kind of on hold here for now. Get you a couple new mirrors, and he can start filling those up as well. Transfer units, use special power. Actually, no. Transfer units. There we go. Let's pick up these mirrors that are here and these crossbows. And he can spend some time to fill up those mirrors a little bit later. We really need more gems. I do have a lot of gems, but I really would like more gems. You get like 20 gems per turn though, which is not like that bad, to be honest. Just, I would like more, if possible. I have to wait a lot of turns to be able to do, like, anything, basically. Okay, because I have a lot of these guys who need to be filling... I need to fill up a lot of stuff, you know? Okay, and we have enough for one scry, so let's get you to use a scry and see kind of what's going on around here. Let's see what's going on in other areas. Like, I want to see really far out. Okay, there's someone over here. Someone's on the other side of the map doing whatever. I don't know where they are. I haven't seen them at all yet. But they're doing something over there. Wherever they are. Let's end the turn. Should we have enough now? We could buy another catapult. Let's actually buy a catapult here. Okay, we need to save up our iron, basically, to buy catapults. To get enough siege strength to be able to siege down a fortress very quickly if we Mirror Gate into it. We just need to keep building up Phase Beast, building up other things too, Phantasms as well pretty soon. Let's attack some of these little villages to get more gold income. So there's a lot of little villages around here. 11 units, pretty weak units. What's this one? More units, but also fairly weak as well. Let's attack... this one. This will be actually pretty good, I think. Special power. Let's actually fill up these mirrors a little bit more. I think that'll be pretty good. Okay, that's fine. That's enough. And we'll move you in here to go conquer that one. And we'll also buy some archers to defend here. Ooh, and I see a gem deposit. Let's maybe make a beeline for that soon and grab that, because any amount of gems is good. More gems, the better, basically. Let's get you to do another scry while we're kind of hanging around here. Okay, don't see much. I want to reveal the whole map. I wish these eyes would spread out a little bit more. They've just been hanging around this little area, not really being that adventurous. I wish they would go a little bit further around so I could see what's going on. But either way, let's continue on. Let's end the turn. Battle in the Spider Tribe. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. That was pretty easy, I think. 95 gold for some swordsmen. Actually, I'm going to pick that up. That'll be actually pretty good for this guy here. Okay, that's pretty good. Transfer units. Let's get those swordsmen up here. We'll build up this army a little bit more and keep saving up. I'm actually going to save up this turn. And we will keep saving up to turn this into a fairly big army. I want to be able to get some phantasms. This takes a long time to be able to level this guy up, to be honest. Oh, here's someone. How much is it to actually level up this guy to level 3, though? Let's actually take a look. So, you, Tupac Shakur. Ritual Grand Mastery is 180, so that's going to take a long time to get there. I would like to get some phantasms in the meantime, but I really need more gems. I could just wait. You know what? Maybe let's do that first. Let's get this guy to level 3, because I really need a level 3 mage as soon as possible. So what I might do is I'm going to skip ahead here. We're not going to be conquering too much. I'm going to kind of try to defend my territory and see if I can get this guy up to level 3. I will actually fill up these mirrors for this guy in the meantime. But let's attack this little village. And we're going to work on getting this guy to level 3. I'm going to keep waiting to save my gems and see if I can grab a few more locations. Like this market village actually will be quite nice. Let's get some crossbowmen to defend this little area. And we'll move Tupac out. We'll leave some crossbowmen behind to defend. Let's go grab this market village as well. They'll give us a little bit more trade, which is nice. Kind of keep them moving around this area. Let's get them to actually do something. Because better to do something than just hang around in the city doing nothing all the time. We can maybe go kill these like forest animals. They're very annoying. So he can just clean up. He can do cleanup duty while we're waiting around for our gems to fill up. So I'm going to skip ahead here in the video. Actually, ooh, there's a few mines over here. Let's maybe get this army to go out here and grab this gem deposit, grab this coal mine. That'll be nice to get a few more gems per turn. But like I said, I'm going to kind of skip ahead until I can get the Master Illusionist, and then we will try to go for our end game a little bit later. Okay, so we had an unfortunate situation. Our commander for this other little army I had was killed. So this army's still here. Didn't really take much damage, but he died somehow. So coming back from my little break time here, not really much else has happened. Just I was moving him over, and he got killed in the desert trying to go to those gem sites. So what I'm going to do is actually do this. I'm going to do Mirror Walk and send my commander over here. So now he can teleport here, and he'll go over down there and pick up that little army. Meanwhile, I think this guy, I'll have him just hold here for a moment. We could transfer all these guys to him. I don't know. Let's do that maybe. Okay, let's make sure all these guys are in the army. We'll put that army with Servilis in the meantime. That's fine. I would like to get one of these guys up to a next level. Transfer units. And one mirror here. So I would like to get this guy down here if possible to pick up this army. But is that even possible in enough turns? Yeah, we can. Okay, that's good. Perfect. So we can at least pick up this army with this guy. Okay, there we go. And now he has this army with him, and he can bring it back home to go guard it. I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can move this guy out. Or maybe we can keep this guy with the army. We'll keep our main commander. I do want our level 2 commander to kind of be a little bit safe. I don't want him to be going around because I want to eventually upgrade him. But let's continue on anyways. What we'll do is we'll get let's get a captain here. And some swordsmen. and some crossbows. We'll make a little force over here. We'll go meet up, and then we'll teleport our guy back. And then this army can just go out with maybe one of these other commanders. Maybe this guy can go out with them. Okay, let's get you to go back. Okay, and Tupac, next turn, what he'll do is, first of all, let's give all these guys to this commander. Except for this one empty mirror, because that'll be for him to use. He can use this empty mirror to teleport back to this army and keep building up this army in the meantime, which will be kind of our long-term goal, as it were. Let's buy a few more silver mirrors in this location as well. That way we can fill those up when we need to with phantasms as we kind of continue on. What happened here? There's amphipheres that appeared in this area. Are these like my units? I don't know. That's very odd. I don't want to lose these territories. Again, we're going to have to get someone back here to police this rear area, because any kind of unit that runs back here like some ants is going to be a lot of trouble for me. 10 swordsmen for 84 gold. Okay, let's get you, Tupac. Let's go to Mirwalk. Mirwalk back to this army here. Okay, and eventually we'll get this guy, Servilis. Transfer these units. First of all, we'll transfer everything back to Tupac here. We'll give him a little bit of an escort, and then we can send him out to go lead that other army. So that'll be a pretty good idea, I think. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll give this guy like a little escort party. Maybe some heavy infantry, I guess. I don't want to do that. Let's maybe just do some 10 swordsmen. No, I can't afford it. Some crossbows, I guess. Transfer units. That guy. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just give him 5 little crossbows, and he can make his way down here. Now, I just don't want him to get jumped. So what we can do is we can... Okay, this guy has his army here. We'll get this guy to go meet up with our little buddy here in the jungle. That way he can pick him up, and he hopefully won't get killed by some bears or whatever else is around here, because there's a lot of these little units hanging around that are a little bit of a issue. Now we might lose this tower, but that's not a big deal. We can go retake it pretty easily. Okay, let's continue on here. That's fine. Let's continue on. 5 swordsmen, 52 gold. That's pretty good. Let's actually pick that up. I'm going to take 5 swordsmen there, and we'll give them to Servilis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that'll be enough for him, I think, to survive. So he can go meet up with this guy, and you can go meet up with him, and then there we go. So now we have a nice little army union here. This guy actually can take back these crossbows, and we'll keep focusing on building this guy up. Quite a while until we can actually get this guy online. But let's continue on. We'll end the turn. I'm going to keep skipping ahead until I can get some gems. Though we might have a problem here soon with these ants. We might have to send this guy back to go deal with the ant problem up there. So that'll be another issue for us. We'll see if we can manage that. Maybe let's get this guy out of here to go deal with it pretty soon. We'll try to move this army out again to go take these gem sites up ahead a little bit. I need to watch out that ant. We need to go see if we can take all those ants soon. So keep getting Tupac to move out. In the meantime, I'm going to put some crossbowmen here to defend. And what else is here? There's one mirror here as well. One animal mirror got left behind, unfortunately. Which is kind of funny, but that doesn't really matter too much. And Tupac, actually, you know what? Let's do another capture phantasms. There we go. It's a little bit expensive, but I do like to get it every so often, even though it's kind of slowing down my progress towards getting the next level, level 3 Illusionist. But we'll work our way up to that eventually. Oh, one Illusionist apprentice available. Let's actually recruit that. I always like to pick these up whenever I can, because every apprentice means another little bit of power I can wield. So this army's actually getting pretty big now, especially with all the illusions he has. It's probably pretty large. Let's go deal with these ants. These ants are very annoying. Kill them off. Okay, let's continue on. I don't see much threat in this area. I just want to make sure nothing can come back here. We just need to keep this guy, we'll keep him in the city or something like that, and keep building up this force until we can get him up to level 5 Illusionist. Meanwhile, these guys, we're going to move them out of here. I will leave a few crossbows behind, however. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll leave 5 crossbows behind, and we'll move the rest of these guys out to go check out these gem sites. Hopefully not get jumped this time again. Battle on the Pillars of Power. Okay, this is against the ants. Yeah, not a big deal. Okay, like I said, we're going to keep 2-pack in the rear here to kind of keep scouting around. I don't like these ghosts hanging out, so maybe I'll have to send them down to go deal with this. We really need another army, so maybe I might invest some of these gems with this guy to... Okay, let's do capture spells. Maybe what we'll have to do is invest a little bit to fill up these mirrors and get at least another army out here. So maybe we'll have to sacrifice some gems and do that. Like I said, I might skip ahead in the meantime, and then we'll come back once we have some better idea of what's going on. Okay, there's a fire elemental here. 1 fire elemental, I think we can take that pretty easily. An oasis, ooh, that gives some trade, which is nice. Trade is always great because it gives us more gems from trading, which again is very, very nice. Let's also keep getting more catapults. This army is going to be just so huge, but the point of it is not to actually go anywhere with it. It's to... Oh, actually, no. I want this one here. The point of this army is not to actually go anywhere. It's to eventually be able to just teleport, like where I need to go. Okay, pick up this army here. So eventually we'll be able to do that. We do have a little bit of movement left. Let's use Visit Library. We'll learn some more illusion spells. There we go, that's nice. What spells does he have now? Beam of Light, Color Spray, and Terror. That's pretty good. Let's actually maybe Beam of Light and Color Spray. Let's actually change Beam of Light to Sleep. That'll be a bit better. Okay, let's end the turn. Like I said, I am going to spend a few gems just to fill up these mirrors so I can have at least a somewhat decent little force here. Okay, and we can spend some time to capture spells later. This will be our kind of rear army, and we'll get a few crossbows here as well as a few... what else can I get? Not really much else, right? That's fine, doesn't really matter. So we'll get some more crossbows, and this will be our rear army just to patrol this back area and make sure nothing like a bug or some ants or something doesn't come and cause trouble for us. Let's go take this. I think we can take this fire elemental. It's only 1. We'll like gem deposit, and then a coal mine, we'll take that too. We just need more and more and more gems, as many and many as possible, basically, because it's hard to build up enough gems while also maintaining all the shit going on. Yeah, that was pretty easy. We lost 2 swordsmen. I'm not going to watch the battle. There's no point to that. Let's keep... oh, we got some spearmen. 5 spearmen, 71 gold. I'm actually going to buy that for this guy. And that's it. That's all I can afford for him. But we'll get him to fill up his last few things. We'll get some images. And maybe 1 more can be spells. So that's a lot of investment here, but that's enough, I think, for this guy to... you know, be able to cope and defend himself a little bit. Okay, so you can go out with these, and that's enough of an army for him. That'll be okay. We have 10 crossbowmen here. Maybe we can pick up a few of these crossbowmen with this commander guy. Maybe this commander can actually come with them, to be honest. We'll see about that. Maybe transfer units. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get 5 to come join him. We'll get the commander to come join up with him too. This will be enough for... These 2 can go hang out and patrol this rear area. That'll basically be their job. And they can have some little bases to resupply, like right here is a great place. Okay, like I said, we're going to keep waiting, so let's skip ahead again. I'm going to get these guys to start moving out and grab this. That should be easy to deal with, I think. We'll grab that oasis. Ooh, there's a lot of coal mines over here. I didn't see these. I'm getting too greedy. I just need to wait, to be honest. I need to wait until I can level up and then get the mirror gate. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, we lost our gem deposit. No, please stay there. You, okay, you guys. Go take back the gem deposit that got just stolen immediately. Take that back, please. But let's keep waiting. We'll wait. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try again to skip ahead, and we'll come back once I can. Hopefully, once I can upgrade my my main mage guy. That'll be pretty good. So we'll get this little army to come back. This will be defense. This is our forward attack army, which we don't want to push too hard because we don't want to resupply it too much. Well, maybe so we can get to this area. I don't know. That might be a little bit too forward, but I would like these 2 coal mines to get just a few more gems. Haven't seen anybody else on the map. Maybe I'll do a quick scry with this guy. Let's do a very, very quick scry. I don't see anyone. Here's the capital. Where the fuck is everybody? Let's do one more. I saw someone over here before, but I don't see him anymore. Let's do one last one. Okay, there's monkeys here. Monkeys are over here. So maybe I won't go for those mines because they're a little bit dangerous. I don't want to push too hard. I just want to be able to sneak out there later and do my little mirror gate strategy idea. Okay, let's keep end the turn. We'll pick up some captains in the meantime. Captains are always quite good. And we'll also maybe bring these guys back. So what we'll do is, actually, let's get these guys to attack the hyenas. And we'll bring them back to this tower to resupply. And then we can maybe send them out again, maybe a little bit later. Maybe actually getting this tower would be a good idea. I don't know what's in here. We'll have to take a look. But if that tower is easy to take, that might be a good forward position. That's a little bit more able to travel around a little bit more. And what about you guys? You guys can start making your way out as well. Let's get a few. Actually, this is enough to defend that. And these guys will get them out of here and they can go check out what's going on in these areas. Let's continue anyways. Battle in the gem deposit. We gained a hyena apparently. That's pretty nice. And 20 pikeneers. Can we actually afford that? Actually, we can, I think. You know, let's grab that. We're gonna get these guys for right here. That'll be nice. And we'll load these guys up. Let's kill these camel riders first, just to clear out this area. We'll take this oasis as well for the trade, and then we can just keep focusing. We're getting close to our goal of being able to upgrade our main commander, so that'll be very, very nice soon. Taking this, actually, you know, we can probably take this with this army. This army is probably enough to do it with the mirrors, and that'll be nice to get that trade. So maybe let's go deal with that. That'll be, oop, ambush, uh-oh. That army may be gone now. Okay, we took over the fungus. We lost our apprentice, though. Oh my god. That sucks. Okay, this battle went well. We lost the hyena we just gained. So this guy is still here. The mirrors are still here. But we lost our apprentice buddy. Is this enough to take this? I don't know. Let's try. We'll just take it anyways and see. To avenge the apprentice who died. Very, very unfortunate. Next one we recruit will have to be around there somewhere. Let's keep getting more catapults. As I said before, catapults are really slow, but again, this army is not going to be marching anywhere anymore. It's going to be just dropping and invading some location. Let's make these guys go all the way back. First of all, let's grab this oasis. Ooh, a little hamlet is nice, and some boats. We'll make our way back to this tower to go resupply pretty soon. So the monkeys, I don't know what happened to everyone else. Everyone else must be having a lot of trouble. Did we win? I think we didn't, right? I think we lost. Yeah, we lost this battle, unfortunately. Damn. The mirrors just can't keep up. Yeah, there we go. That sucks. Okay, so there goes that whole idea of having that second, third army, whatever. We'll have to try again later to rebuild that. That was a big waste. But, you know, I don't know what else to say about that. That kind of just sucks. Okay, let's get you to kind of go out. Get you two to kind of go together. And we'll go take back this market village. Let's get a few crossbowmen to defend this area, though, in the meantime. Okay, let's continue. We're going to be at 180 pretty soon. Okay, let's end the turn. Like, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Let's get you guys, this army here, to go take out these animals around here and go take back our market village. That'll be very useful for us. One more turn, we should have enough to be able to upgrade this guy to level 3. And then we can start really buffing this army up. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Totally worth it. Now we have enough. Let's see if we can get this guy to level 3 mastery. Fata Morgana, not really a useful spell. And 90 to get more. Damn, it's going to take a while to get anything good out of that. What we can do in the meantime, we can't really do much nothing I really want to do, I should say. We could do Mere Blink. We could try that. Mere Blink. Boom. Teleport right there. What about you? Okay, you are just like a little commander with no troops. We teleported this whole army. Yeah, you're just alone. Let's send you back home. So this army teleported right on top of this market village with that blink, which is kind of cool. I like that a lot. Okay, 5 crossbowmen and a lot of other things here. Okay, keep making this guy. We'll go here. We'll go take back these little villages as well. Let's end the turn. Yeah, that was easy. That was nothing. Illusionist Apprentice. Finally, we got another one. So let's start building that up again. And you know what? I'm going to get him down here this time. I would like to get this Blackwater location. That ambush in the woods really sucked though. But I will like to get that. Let's get this. We'll get a few mirrors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 mirrors. 6 mirrors there. And some crossbows. Okay, that'll be enough for this guy. This will be our second army here. First of all, let's get these. Get the mirrors. What special powers do you have? Capture images. Exactly what I needed. Capture images is way more useful than capture spells, so we'll do that. Healed, keep doing that. Now that we have our level 3 Illusionist, totally safe and sound here. Maybe we'll move this guy a little bit more forward, I don't know. Let's actually just send him back. I don't need to really take anything else. Just wanted this market village. Maybe we'll have to kill those giant centipedes. And you guys can keep moving, take this back. And we'll go back to our tower, pick up some more troops. Figure out what to do after that. Oh, someone's coming. Who's this? Is that the Guildmaster? Kind of looks like him. Okay, go back here. You guys, let's go pick up these units, transfer units. These pikemen are great. We'll pick these guys up. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get you to do something here. What can you do? Let's do some capture images. Fill up these mirrors that have been emptied out. Okay, there we go. Excellent, excellent. Resupply this whole army here to make it a little bit stronger, and we'll get another army. Hopefully we'll attack Blackwater, and that'll be very nice if we can do that. Okay, this guy's just going on. So there are some other factions. I don't know where they are. Like, there's definitely the air guy, the air king. I don't know where he is. He's in the sky. It's gonna be impossible to get him, to be honest. We got to find like a rainbow or something to be able to get in the sky and deal with him. Okay, you can stay here. Let's actually use special powers for you. We'll wait. We'll wait another turn to fill this army up. Are all his mirrors empty? I think they are, right? Or quite a lot of them are empty, right? I think all his mirrors are pretty full. Hard to say. So we'll keep this guy here. You, Coriolanus, can stay here. Let's get this guy to keep filling up his armies. Capture images. And capture images. I think it's all of them filled up except one. So maybe fill up one more, and this guy should be ready to go. We'll get a few more crossbowmen for him as well. That's fine. That's perfect. Okay, great. And these guys too will actually get another group of crossbowmen just to defend this location. And this army, I think we can move it out to go attack some of these little villages around here. Like right here. Take these villages back. Okay, yeah, these little battles I'm not really going to bother with too much. Let's get some more captains though. I like having captains. Again, for my strategy later, having a lot of captains is very useful. And also getting a lot of catapults. Okay, 2-pack. There we go. I need to start building up to about 90 units here. Sorry, 90 gems, so I can hopefully get Mirror Gate. It's going to be a lot of time waiting to be able to get Mirror Gate, though, I think. Okay, let's go take these areas over here. We'll try to conquer this whole little area and take it back. You guys, I think, are ready. You're ready, right? Do one more capture images. Fill up all these mirrors. And that's pretty good for him. I think we can do it. I think we can take this village. We'll try next turn to do it. That's pretty underpopulated. I think we can manage it, to be honest. Let's try next turn. Okay, summer is here. Let's get you. Can you take this out? Let's try. One more time, try that out. And this guy, let's get you to go take these areas back. And we'll wait again till we can get to 90 gems. I'll skip ahead till I get 90 gems, and then we can see if we can get Mirror Gate. If we get Mirror Gate, then we can start our end game plan here. Oh, maybe not yet. Look at this. Battle in the Watchtower. We gained a crossbowman, I think, and we lost 2. We also did what? Okay, a lot of things here. Battle in the Blackwater. Oof. Okay, we won this battle, which is good. Let's take a look at that. So this is peak Illusionist gameplay. Tiny little army instantly becomes a huge army of illusions. Okay, wow, look at that. Illusionist Apprentice available. I'm kind of worried about this, though. So let's actually get a few things here. Like some more crossbows to defend this area. We'll pick up an Illusionist Apprentice in one of these locations, maybe like right here. There we go, that's pretty good. And we took this port as well, which is quite nice. That'll help us get a little bit more gems per turn. More trade is pretty good. So this army, let's get this army to move out. Use special power. I'm going to do some capture phantasms. 1 capture phantasm and 1 summon phase beast. Okay, more phase beast is pretty good, and he still has some movement left, so let's actually, oh no, he's out of movement, so we'll have to go take this guy out pretty soon, I think, because he's going to go harass this whole area. He must be in the sky, but I don't know where he could be attacking from. We have to figure that out. Okay, this guy has taken this tower. Let's go take this little Atavi village, and then we'll go back and take this town down here to get more trade, which will be quite nice for us. Ooh, there he goes. There he goes, too. First of all, Crow Piers. Yeah, they took that out. Unfortunate. Cloud Reach. Again, unfortunate. And Atavi Tribe, yeah, pretty bad. Okay, so this is a problem. Now they have a fort immediately in our territory, which is very, very dangerous. What we'll see is I'm going to move this guy out. Special powers. Let's actually buy a few more mirrors for this guy. A lot of mirrors, and we'll bring them with us and make our way down to this guy, meet up with this guy in the Desert Palace, and then we'll try to attack this port again before those monkeys start getting a little bit uppity, you know? Just clear out this area a little bit, though, with these guys, and we got to go deal with this as well. 52 units, oof. And in that tower, I don't really want to attack them in the tower. Let's wait for them to leave the tower, and then we will go deal with them. Let's actually go just kill this deer in the meantime. Ooh, he's attacking the city. Okay, he just left. Ooh, boy, okay. Battle in the jungle, that's fine, that's fine. Now, this is a problem. 3 cloud soldiers. We'll take that for the meantime. Then we got to deal with this guy here in the city. He took our city away from us. We gotta go take it back. I worry more about my Crystal Palace, because this can be a problem. We don't have anything defending this, really. So let's actually get some crossbowmen here. But this is not really that well defended. We do have the ballista, so that's maybe something. Okay, let's take over this whole area. We'll kind of clean up this little area down here. And we'll get our big commander to keep moving up. Oh, this is going back south again. Yeah, that was no problem. There's nothing really there. Not much of a army. 2-pack is totally fine. Let's move on here. Take this one out. And we'll go deal with this. So he's really pushing in our territory now. We need to go deal with that guy. That guy's really annoying with us. Okay, get this army out. We'll go meet up over here. And again, like I said, we can hopefully move out pretty soon. Pick some crossbows up there. All right, that's fine. And you, let's go take these villages. Why not? Oh, ambush. Uh-oh. Okay, this was fine. And what about this? Okay, the spirits. We lost a swordsman, some pikeneers, but everyone else was okay. Now, what can we do here? Can we buy anything? 10 pikeneers, Polly the sorceress. I would like that, but can't do that. We can't get a catapult either. We need 50 gold. Oof. Pretty soon, though, we'll be at 90, and we'll be able to get... Can I pick these guys up? What are these amphitheaters? Let's see if we can pick that up soon. We'll have to go retake this village in a minute as well. And also retake these gems. Oh my god, ambush all the time. Okay, let's continue on. So that's... battle's gonna be bad. Let's go check out where this guy is. We need to go find this guy. Let's leave some crossbowmen here just to defend anyways. See if we can hunt this guy down. So here he is. Let's pop him while he's here. Oh, these guys are fighting in the ocean there. These guys are just like exploring everywhere. Dispossess spirit. Okay. Plane. 4 swordsmen, but we wiped out their army. Let's actually see that battle. So this is definitely Cloud Lord. I'm gonna lose my phase beasts. Too bad. Okay, very quickly wiped out. My illusions are barely even able to get in the battle here. Huge army now. Look at how many illusions I have now. And phantasms as well. This crazy amount. Okay, let's take back that mine. We need that mine back. We'll go take these little villages. Why not? Get this guy to do something useful. Go grab these little hamlets and stuff around here. In the meantime, we can get a hero. Let's actually get this guy the hero. I like this. That'll be nice. Another little commander. We can get him to go grab this. That'll be good. Now, what is he holding? He's holding a Scroll of Hades Journey. Okay, I guess that'll bring him to Hades, which is interesting, but not that I think he can survive there. But whatever, that's okay. This army will get them to keep going. Next turn, we'll be able to try the... get a new level of the level 3 spells as well. Oh, we fight these guys, apparently, who were just hanging out there. I hope they don't die. This position is becoming a big problem as well. Okay, we killed those guys in the gem deposit, which is fine. I thought we would be able to do something with them. First of all, let's use special power. Grand Mastery. Palace of Ever-Changing Dreams, which is not what I wanted. Damn, we need, like, more gems, bros. Like, this is not great. Okay, first of all, what else can we do in the meantime? What else can this guy do? Maybe we can do a Mere Blink. We can do a Mere Blink, I guess. Mere Blink to, like, here. There we go. Let's blink out of that location. We'll go grab that village in one turn. That's kind of nice. And what can you do? Capture images? Well, let's wait. Let's get this guy to keep moving. There's another gem site we can go capture. Grab that in the meantime. Just keep this little area secure. Go kill these snakes maybe soon, too. And we need to go retake this village. This has a lot of people here now. This is becoming a major point. They're probably going to be pushing in here pretty soon. Okay, let's continue on. Illusionist Apprentice, we'll pick that up. And get more crossbows here just for defense. This army, again, clean this area up. Let's clean this whole little area up. Why not? We'll get a little bit extra gold there. We gotta save up again. I need to get the Mere Gate. That's what I'm waiting for this whole time. Being able to pick up Mere Gate. Like, that's all I really need. Okay, these guys are just like sailing around. Battle in the coastal hamlet. Again, not even a big problem. Yeah, that was like nothing. Okay, we'll send these guys back to the capital. And actually, he's out of movement. We don't use special power. Let's do a capture phantasm in one of these little mirrors here. Even though it's a little bit expensive, it's okay. I think it's worth it. We can do a mirror blink. Oh no, no action points left. Okay, whatever. Will take a long time to get anywhere useful, to be honest. 5 crossbowmen, 5 crossbowmen. And ooh, we have no crossbowmen defending here. Let's actually get a few crossbowmen to defend this place so we can actually have it be useful. You can go join up with these two. These two can hang out together. We'll get 2 of them together. Okay, there we go. And let's get these guys special power. Refill some of these mirrors here. What about you? What do you have? You have capture images too, so that's pretty good. Both these guys can team up and refill these mirrors here, which is nice. We'll build up a fairly decent little army here of illusions, and we should be able to attack this port again. There we go. Get a lot more of those. We're getting a lot of gold per turn, so we're really not hurting here. You take this back, attack these ghouls, kind of secure this little area. Maybe we can move this army out. Maybe we can push ahead a little bit with this army and go over here. I know the monkeys are over there somewhere. I don't know where they are, but they're somewhere over there. There's one. I just want to find their location, their main location. And then we can do what I said before about having the teleport strategy if we can. Okay, this army, 95. Oof. 70 to 95. You know what? Let's try this. I'm going to see if I can refill some things. Let's capture images. A lot of my mirrors are empty now, actually. So, got to be careful. How many mirrors are empty? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, all of these mirrors are empty. Holy shit, there's only a few mirrors with anything in them. Let's retreat then a little bit, because this army will probably beat us. Actually, I don't know. It's pretty weak. A lot of Makadas, which are really shitty units. Okay, these guys can hang out here. Get more catapults in the meantime. Let's get some more swordsmen with the money we have. That's pretty good. Pick up another catapult. That's fine. Okay, we'll keep saving up our gems, as I mentioned before, and hopefully we'll get to the point where we can get Mere Gate. That's what I'm waiting for the whole time. I'll skip ahead until anything interesting happens, and then we can see if we can get Mere Gate pretty soon. Here we have a typical problem. This snake is sneaking around, taking all my mines back here. So we gotta go emergency, send this little army back and go kill these 5 snakes before they destroy my entire economic base. Okay, we have enough gems now. Let's try one more time with Tupac. Can we get Mere Gate? Oh, create simulacrum. That is really good, but not what I wanted. I really want Mere Gate, not anything else. You know, in the meantime, I'm going to send out this guy to go scout a little bit. Let's send this hero out to go scouting. He can maybe pick up some little cheap locations, and we'll get you guys to go pick up my lost mines before maybe going back south. And you can actually go back, and we're going to pick up some more troops in this location. As well, let's also get a catapult here. We're going to get a lot of catapults for this army, and like I said, this is my siege army. Whenever I can use it, I will use it. Pick up another catapult, but this will hopefully be our big siege army. We're just going to keep building up and then send out when we can. I'm going to be careful of this boat coming by. I'm going to keep getting some crossbowmen in my capital. I do not want to lose my capital. That's very, very bad. I really would like to keep it as much as possible. Okay, pick up these gem sites. Try to maximize our gem income. And you guys can pick up some more units. Okay, there we go. That's a pretty big army now of just generic units, but that's totally fine. Keep waiting till we can get another 90 gems, and then we'll try one more time to get Mere Gate. That'll be my goal here. This guy, I'm going to have him keep exploring around a little bit. And maybe we can scry ahead of him in the meantime. I'm actually going to use that. I'm going to get this guy to scry ahead to see what's going on over here. Ooh, a horror. Uh-oh. Hunter of Gods is out here. That's pretty scary. Do not want to deal with that. We'll scry around this area to see where he can go. I want to find a good location for him to check out and see if there's anything easy. Okay, we're getting to that point now where Conquest Elysium is starting to just bug out on me. So I actually had the game crash. I don't know what it is. Whenever I play this, sometimes I tend to crash a lot. So I lost that last turn. Let's just do the scrying again. That's all I was doing. So I saw this guy over here. I don't know. I guess I can't see him now. And we'll check out these areas. In the meantime, just scry this whole area and see what's happening around here. See if there's anything he can go pop. Like these little hamlets. That's a nice little area for him to go. And avoid any enemies if possible. But yeah, like I said, this is the time, I think, when Conquest Elysium starts to become very unstable for me. This is one reason why it's a little bit tiresome to play Conquest Elysium for videos sometimes, because, oh my god, it just crashes brutally sometimes. But either way, let's just continue. Not much else we can really do about it. Like I said, I think I'm going to skip ahead until I can get another 90. We'll get this guy to go adventure around. Hopefully avoid... Ooh, there's some air elementals. We'll be careful of that. And let's see if we can grab this hamlet here. That'll be quite nice. Just get him to adventure around and grab stuff. I have a lot of things. Let's actually buy some crossbows in basically every single fort. Crossbows or archers. Not enough gold. Okay, that's fine. Get crossbows basically everywhere, almost everywhere. Wait till we get another 90, and then we can move on with that. Let's see if we can retake this port as well. It looks like it's empty. So we might be able to go do it. Let's try anyways. I don't even know if it's worth taking, to be honest, because that ship is there. It's probably just going to take it back as soon as I take it. Like right now. See, they just keep going back there. Astrobalium for 39 gold. I guess I'll buy that. Why not? Let's give it to the Illusionist Apprentice. Okay, a few more turns and we should have enough to be able to... Okay, let's get you to go grab this. Oh, and another little village here. That's nice. So get him just explore around and take these little places. That's pretty good. But pretty soon, let's bring these guys south again. We'll equip them up in this area. They can just sit here and be rear guard defense. These guys, I was going to pick up a lot of these troops that were here, which is great. And I'm actually going to spend a little bit of time to, even though it's going to use up my gems, I need to refill my mirrors. My mirrors are all empty. So we'll spend a little bit to refill them. We'll hang out here for a while and send this army out later. I don't want to expand too much right now. I just want to get Mirrorgate online and then I can start really expanding. Oh, the hero killed 2 ghouls. Okay, a few more turns. Like I said, let's continue on. We'll wait a little while until we can try again to get the next level spell. And just get these guys to hang around for a while and kind of defend and clean up these little local regions. Okay, another 90. Let's try again for Mirrorgate. Okay, so Mirrorgate. Please give me Mirrorgate. Oh, Capture Greater Spell, which is not... That's like really what I don't want. Capture Greater Spell is like something I really don't think is useful at all. Gotta wait for another 90. Let's just keep waiting. I really want Mirrorgate, so we'll keep waiting. I'll skip ahead again. I'm going to keep getting these guys to kind of patrol around. And maybe I'll get Mirrorgate soon. I have no idea when. Okay, this army is actually getting pretty good. We'll maybe go take back this port pretty soon, because that'll give us quite a bit of trade. Yeah, I think this army is ready. Next turn, we'll be able to attack that port there. Fill up the mirrors a little bit, and then we'll go attack them. They might go for this city soon, so let's just get a few more crossbows here. Yeah, just get more crossbows to defend that port area, but that's fine. There they go, I knew it. Battle in the Blackwater. Yeah, well, they lost everything, unfortunately, but that's fine. Whatever. We'll have to go take that port back later. That one's a little bit more sensitive because it is really close to my home lands. But it's fine. Okay, we'll get these guys, first of all, to fill up some images. I think that's enough. We should be able to take whatever's here next turn. Let's have this army keep marching. And we'll maybe keep marching into this far-off territory to take the city and some of these other locations I see have gems. We just need as many gems as we can get our hands on. That's kind of our goal here. Let's get you to kind of scout around this area. He's really wounded, jeez. Okay, let's end the turn. Uh-oh. Okay, the army of Tupac's got to start moving out pretty soon. We'll make our way out here, and actually let's do a quick scry while we're going out there. I want to see what's going on. I wish I could scry the Cloud Realm. Okay, just want to see. I know this tower is owned by the monkeys. I want to find all the monkeys' territories. That'll be a good thing for me, I think. And we'll eventually try to take them out. So there's 3 other factions left. One of them got eliminated, but there are still 3 left. Mainly the monkeys, I think Guildmaster, and then the Cloudlord. Cloudlord's going to be the biggest problem because he is in the clouds and I don't know how to get there. We'll have to figure out how. I don't think Mirgate is going to be our only way to do it. Okay, we took this back. That's great. Let's leave this as our little fortress for now. We'll leave these guys here. Let's get a captain here, and I'm going to get some crossbows to help defend this little area. Here, get crossbows to defend all these little places. And get you, this army here, to start moving out and take out this location. Now he has a little bit of movement left. Let's use a scry. I want to see where everything is. So let's check out these areas. Let's check out the capital city. So nobody owns it yet. Nobody's been able to take it, which is good. This army, we're going to keep moving these guys out. Oh, a lot of monkeys here. We could probably attack that, maybe. That's a little bit dangerous, though. 81 units in a fortified position. I don't know. That's going to be a rough battle. That might lose this army here. We'll see anyways. They may attack us. I guess not, but still. Okay, so this army here, we'll leave these guys here for now. We're going to keep saving up our gems in the meantime. And I think I'm going to have to refill this army. So maybe I'll have to spend the gems I have to refill these guys. Because a lot of these mirrors are empty. These mirrors need to be filled up to make this army effective at all. So we'll fill up that army. Maybe we can attack this harbor. It's 100 to 81 plus my illusions. I think that will be possible to take it because this army's not that strong. Okay, so here we go. We found the Maharaja's Palace. And there's a lot of mines here too. 1, 2, 3 mines, an oasis. Ooh, if we can take that, I think that'll be a good target for our Mirror Gate if we can eventually ever get it. I don't know when that's going to happen, but eventually, if we can get that, that'll be really a good choice for mirror gating. Okay, these guys can just hang out here. Eventually, we're going to bring them up to Blackwater to go take this back. Let's actually start marching these guys north. We'll march them up north. This has a lot of 15 crossbows. That should be enough to defend that. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I think this army is enough. Let's actually just spend a little bit of time to fill up some leftover mirrors. Whatever mirrors need to be filled up. 2 more. That should be okay. And then I think we can attack. I think this will be enough. We can do it. 81 versus 114. I don't know if that number 114 includes even things like, let's actually get more crossbows in some of these little settlements here. 10 crossbows, that's more than enough. Okay. There, we'll bring them back to the Citadel to hang out. Let's get 2-pack to also do a scry. Keep scrying these areas. I want to see what's going on in all these places here. I want to find every fort. So this fort is owned by monkeys. This fort is owned by monkeys, which we may or may not take. This fort is owned by monkeys. So that's 3 forts there with the monkeys. Ooh, 67 to 81. I think we won this. Yeah, but we took a lot of losses. 38 crossbowmen died. 25 pikeneers died. Let's take a look at this battle. This is a big battle. See, this is the big problem with Illusionist, is that the illusions end up behind my troops, which is really shitty. That's a really stupid idea, to be honest. I wish they would go in front of the troops to fill up the space, because right now it just means all my troops, like my normal troops, just end up being killed, including my commander, who's right here at the front. They're very, very vulnerable. Like, he's right here. He can easily just get killed if he gets hit by some random thing, you know? Now these guys are just going to get fried. These guys are getting cooked right now. But still, that's a big loss of this army. This army just like decimated. Really, crossbows are carrying the day here. Crossbows are carrying all this weight. So that was a brutal battle. Oof, really brutal. But we won. We just lost all our illusions and pretty much all of our army as well. Here we go. Okay. Finished off, but damn, that was brutal. That was real brutal. At least we took this location, and we can get some more crossbows here to defend and start building up a few mirrors as well. We'll have to get these guys to just keep working on that location, I guess. Let's quickly grab this hamlet as well. Just quickly nab it. And very soon we'll see if we can get a... actually, let's get another catapult. That's another thing I want to get. For this guy, 2-pack. Transfer units. Let's transfer another catapult. Slowly fill up all these mirrors. I think most of these mirrors are filled up. There's just a few that aren't filled. We'll fill them up later. I need to get Mirror Gate first online before we can actually do much else. Okay, get you to move up there. I think this is okay. I think we're pretty stable in terms of everything going on. Just need to get Mirror Gate, then I'll be ready. Okay, 1 captain, 46 gold, 85. Next turn. Actually, I'm going to get a captain. Let's get a captain down here. This will be our Mirror Gate captain. And let's get a golden mirror for him ready. We'll get a Mirror Gate from ready, and then we can Mirror Gate right to the Maharaja's palace. If we get Mirror Gate. Soon. Okay, we have 100 now. Let's do another Ritual Mastery. Did we get Mirror Gate? Capture Phantasms. Oh, that's actually not bad. But I really want Mirror Gate. Waiting forever to use Mirror Gate. Okay, what else does he have? What else does he have here? Nothing else I really want to use. I mean, Mirror Walk is kind of... Or sorry, Mirror Walk. Mirror Blink is actually kind of good too, because we can skip over some tiles using his movement, but you can move basically double speed because you can blink over a lot of the territory there. We got to keep rebuilding this army here. This can take a long time to do. Let's get you to use special power. Have to refill all these mirrors. A lot of mirrors here. Refill them. This guy, transfer units. This guy will be our mirror master. He'll go out with the golden mirror whenever we can get Mirror Gate. I don't know when that will be. That'll be a long time off. This army, we'll have to take this back soon. This army's pretty big, but it's just floating around. Okay, 70 pikeneers. Let's actually pick that up with this guy. Okay, give him everything, and we'll slowly fill up some of the mirrors with this guy too. Let's use special power. Capture images. Capture images. And we'll do 1 capture spell. Why not? That's fine. Okay, he can fill up that army bit by bit. We'll have to go retake this gem mine too. Let's keep waiting again till we can get to another 90 and maybe get Mirror Gate. This is always the issue. Like I said, every faction has this problem, I think, to some degree. But it's very annoying when you got a lot of spells and you need something specific and you just can't get it. Oh, there's another guy coming. We got to get more crossbows here to defend this. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough battle. 20 crossbows versus like 60 units here. Well, at least we can probably take this back. Yeah, this is enough. I think this is enough to take one catapult and 2 archers. So we'll take that settlement back. Okay, let's just keep waiting. We'll wait till we get another 90 gems, and then we'll try Mirrorgate again. Maybe we can do Mirrorgate again. Let's get this guy in the meantime. This guy has his little army ready. He lost a lot of his sites, but at least we can go take this gem site back. Oof. How did that battle go? Blackwater. Okay, we won in the Blackwater against like 2 units. And we lost here, unfortunately. And we only killed 1 unit. And hero died from disease. Oh boy, too bad, bro. Get some halberdiers there. You can go grab this. We'll go kill this stupid little snake. Being very annoying for me. Okay, keep waiting till we can build up enough troops here. Let's buy another catapult here in the meantime. To be honest, in the time it's taken me to wait and research Mirrorgate, I probably could have just marched this army all the way there. And it would have been fine, to be honest. I probably could have just done that, even though it's super slow. I mean, my rear is pretty well defended. So, I don't know. I mean, it probably would have been okay. Okay, let's end the turn then. Anyways, we'll go take this little port back. Okay, here we are at another 90 gems. Let's try one more time to get Mirrorgate. Mirrorgate, here we go. 25 gems with a golden mirror. We need to buy a golden mirror now, but that's no problem at all. We can just buy one. We have tons of money. We're getting 74 gold per turn, and we can start sending this guy out. So let's actually do something here. I'm going to scry this location. Okay, so there's nothing much around here. We just got to get our little buddy, this guy, to go out and park himself right here. Now there's 115 units here. This is going to be pretty bad, but we're going to Mirrorgate over to this guy and then hopefully take out the Maharaja's palace. Let me also do another scry. I want to see where else they have locations. So they have this tower here. This is another place they have. Very poorly defended, but we can start Mirrorgating out there soon as well. Okay, we're going to Mirrorgate out there. Let's do it. We have enough. Transfer unit, or use special power. Transfer units over. Let's get as many units as we can manage. And we're going to Mirrorgate out. So this guy, ready? Let's also transfer this guy as a unit for his army so he can come along with us. Okay. There we go. So let's transfer this guy, use special power. Mirrorgate. Let's Mirrorgate over here. There we go. So boom. Teleport all the way across the map. Finally, I've been waiting the whole fucking game to do that. Transfer units. This guy actually came along, which is nice. So now we have this guy here. And we'll send Elohar somewhere else. We can send him actually back home for now. And he can go out up here soon to go scout out that area, and we'll make him up here and we can go pop that little fort later. Let's make our way out to take this fort. 140 to 117. I don't know. I like those odds. Oh, this guy again. Oh my god. This guy, this fucking guy. Now we have nobody up here to defend this. That's the other problem. We have this army over here, so we got to get out of here. You got to go over there and defend that, because that's a big problem if these areas start falling. Okay, get more crossbowmen. Just defend this area for the time being. Maybe this guy will have to be a defender, I guess. I don't know. Now this army, can this work? Use special power 27. I can do something very quickly. Let's do capture summon phase beast. While we're waiting here, get another phase beast. And let's see if we can attack this fort here. Okay, Okay, let's attack. Big battle here. Let's try that out. We'll also send Elohar with his little golden mirror out. He will start making his way over here to go teleport to the next one. Battle in the Maharaja's Palace. Ooh, brutal battle. Look at this. 12 to 61. Let's take a look at that. I think my siege really crushed this, though. Look at that. The siege is doing a lot of work. Boom, 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 boom. They knocked out those ballistas very quickly. Look at that. So the siege is definitely worth it. Destroyed it. The sheer amount of siege I have really won this. So this is like a really brutal battle. So I think we can save up and we can actually mirror gate to the next place with the same army after maybe filling up some forces a little bit more. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that is brutal. That is brutal. Okay, there we go. Maharaja's Palace has been taken. Now, we're going to use this guy. Just as I mentioned before, we're going to scry ahead of him. Now, there is an army over here, so we got to be careful. Just kind of stay away from them. But this army is just on its own. In terms of what else is ahead, let's keep using special power. Scry right here. Nothing over here. So we're going to loop around. We're going to try to go to Old Tower and cut across from here. We'll see if we can grab these mines as well in this area. Let's also get some crossbows right here in the meantime. And let's move these guys north. We'll actually move these guys out of the Maharaja's Palace for now. They're very slow, but that doesn't matter too much. Actually, this guy, we can move this guy over to the Maharaja's Palace to defend. Link these two up. This will be just a huge army moving north. We'll wipe out these Atavi guys. And we do have to take these ports as well. This port is a big, important thing. Because if they hold a port, that means they can still fight back. Problem is both these ports. They keep just popping these ports here. Doesn't matter how many crossbowmen I get for these areas. Need to deal with this guy too. This guy's another issue. So we got to deal with a lot of problems here. Let's get some mirrors here. We'll make another little army with this guy. Special power, capture images. He has capture images, so that's fine. He can put some images in there. That's great. And you know what? Let's get our little commander. Oh, he might get jumped, to be honest, if he's on his own. I was going to say, we'll move him out there. We don't have anyone defending this tower. That's actually not great. But, well, I want to get him out here so I can get another guy with a mirror to go out if I need to. Okay, he's gone. Oh, they're going to go take back Maharaja's Palace. But I think I can wipe out this army here. Huge battle. Going to be a huge battle here. We'll take out these mines. This will be all our mines. Oh my god, another army coming out. Battle in the mountains. Oof, a lot of losses this time, but again, another brutal victory. Okay, there. Wipe that army out. That was brutal. And again, we did get some losses. 23, mostly of the human units, which we'll have to fill those guys up later. But, you know, that's pretty good. And wiped out that whole army there. You know what? Let's actually unite these two armies. Should I actually bother uniting these armies? I don't know. Let's send you over here. We'll send Tupac, keep going up north to go take out these locations, these mines, conquer these mines. And you can keep sneaking north as well. Take this iron mine, we'll bring them close to here, and then we'll mirror gate this army over to that location. Meanwhile, this army also we're going to send down here to take this port. We need to make sure every port is cleared out And right here, let's actually get this guy to fill up his mirrors. Transfer units. Actually, no, not transfer units. I mean special power. Capture images. There, you can fill up all those mirrors. We'll get a few little guys here. Some spearmen is nice, and some crossbowmen. That'll be a nice little army for this guy. So he can go out and kind of police this little area. There we go. Okay, good. That's enough for him. We can pick up 3 more mirrors for him too. We can bring them with him and use those on the march, I guess. You know, that'll be good for him. Okay, because we got to go police this little area. We need another little army here. And this army too is very annoying. We'll send this army back and we'll get our commander to go meet him up later. Oh, and they took that port again. Tavi Tribe Village, 9 losses. Coal mine, no losses. Great. Okay, get these guys to start moving up. Tupac, let's use your scry to kind of see what's going on over here. Just make sure there's nothing dangerous ahead. This guy's going to keep going ahead over here. So 6 deers there. You are actually going to leave and you're going to go back to go police this area in the rear a little bit more. We'll get this guy in a good position. Actually, maybe we can just march him up here. I don't even know if we need to do a mirror gate. We'll just keep looking out to see where someone is. I'd like to get another level 2 illusionist. That would be another goal of mine. We'll take this port, and then we're going to go take this port again. We need like another army, because we can't just keep going back and forth, taking each port. Okay, we'll take this market village back at least. This navy is really annoying me, to be honest. Okay, use special power, scry. Okay, there's a city there with very little going on. We'll send this guy out somewhere else, actually, because I think I can march this army up here in time without too much of a hassle. So we'll march this army up and go take that out. Meanwhile, these armies, you know, maybe I will march both these guys up. That'll be good. We do have to kind of fill up these armies, though. Show power. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Throw a few more crossbowmen in there, maybe some of these to defend that location. And you guys, what do you have? This guy's mirrors are pretty full up. Could get a few more images in some of these mirrors. Okay, and now I think we can attack this port. And then we'll have to go back and take this port again later. I wonder if we should just wait here for these guys to come back and then attack them when they attack the port again. Because I want to get rid of this boat. Very annoying boat. Ooh, where is that? Oh, unfortunate. I don't know where that is. Somewhere, but that's not a good thing. Get this guy to keep scrying. Okay, keep going here. Get you to go somewhere else. And you can keep going up here. We'll get you to scry. See where these guys are coming from. I want to find all their forts and then just crush them if I can. Okay, so we're able to take this one. There wasn't much here, though. Now, this should be enough to fight this, I think. We'll try to fill up all these images left over in the mirrors. There. Get all these mirrors filled up. We'll get some more crossbowmen here to defend. And when this ship comes back, we should be able to fight that. 60 versus 63, but definitely our units are better than these guys, I think. We'll see how it works. I don't know. Those guys are actually looking quite strong, so we'll have to see how well that goes. Okay, let's continue on then. Try to keep this guy out and see where he can go. Okay, use special power. Let's keep scrying up here and see Where these monkeys are coming from? Where is this army coming from? We need to go deal with that army somehow. So let's get over here if we can. 10 swordsmen. Actually, we can get that. Let's get 10 swordsmen right here, and you can get those units in your army. That's great. And we need to fill up this guy's mirrors. This guy's got a lot of empty mirrors here. Meanwhile, this guy, we can keep marching up. Actually, let's get you to do something. Capture images. We'll fill up some of these empty mirrors. Okay, so we know this area is kind of safe. We'll get this guy to move out, and we can mirror gate somewhere else. After we take this tower, we can mirror gate away to wherever we need to go. This guy's a problem. We need to deal with that army there. Ooh, no. Oh my god. There's that guy. Just, so there goes my mirror gate captain. We'll have to make another one soon. Oh, I guess we can. We can buy a captain here. I would like more swordsmen. Let's get 10 swordsmen, though. Or 10 archers. That'll be better for now. And get you to do special powers. Capture images. We need to refill this whole army here. And get this guy to also refill his army a little bit. Special power. Capture phantasms. That's good. And keep moving. We'll try to capture these locations here. 6 deer. There's really nothing there. Maybe we should go capture that. What about you? Can you do something too? Can you do capture images? No. Okay, maybe next turn. Okay, he's coming back here. We'll fight him then. Fight this army. Okay, let's get 2-pack. We should go grab this. Okay, maybe we'll grab that next turn. This iron mine will be very useful for us. This army, 54 versus 56. Now, if we can fill up this army a little bit more with some captured images, maybe some capture spells as well. Okay, now this might be enough to fight this. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I really want to take out this ship here, but that's going to be very, very long and difficult to do. Okay, I have no idea where anyone else is. I only see the monkeys, and sometimes that air guy attacks me, but anyone else, I have no idea where they are. Okay, this guy's running away, so we're going to go after him. And let's attack him here. I think we could be able to do it, but let's take out that army. And then we'll go take this tower, and I don't know where else these guys could be. Oh, we lost the Black Fortress. Oh no. We gotta take that back quickly before we lose that. Not that it's very valuable, but it is good to have this little fortress, and we should throw some defenses here too. That's pretty good to get some archers. Then we'll go take that market village back. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, that was a big battle. Let's take a look at this. Okay, that was easy. Look at that. Totally torn up. Okay, pretty nice. Definitely getting to the point where my armies are getting so big. Okay, this guy has no movement left, but at least we can do something. So he has a lot of stuff. Let's actually do some phase beasts. That'll be pretty good. Create simulacrum. That would also be quite nice as well. But I would like to fill up my army a little bit more with phase beasts, because they're a lot better than a lot of other things. Oh, not enough gems. What do I have? 10 gems left. I do capture images, I guess. Or, you know, let's scry with this guy. Let's see what's going on. First of all, let's see what's going on here. Okay, there's that tower. Barely any units there. Let's get you to fill up whatever else is left. Okay, you can't do much, but that's fine. You, what are you doing? You're going somewhere. We just fought that big army. Let's send him over here to kind of relax a little bit. And this guy, we will actually send him out again to go take this market village. Okay, let's end the turn here. We're getting a lot of gems per turn now, like crazy amount of gems, but this is so slow. I don't even know where anyone is. Like, where the fuck is everybody? I may end this video a little bit sooner than I would have liked because this video is going to be way too long if I have like this whole game, to be honest. Like, very, very long. This battle went pretty well. We can maybe get to this tower area, this old tower. That might be the last place we can go. Otherwise, oof, like, I don't even know where anyone is. They must have like a fort somewhere else. I don't know where else these monkeys could be. Okay, keep defending these areas. These guys here too. Let's actually go kill these undead. And then we'll have to go take this one and deal with these monkeys kind of roaming around our home territory here. There. Make sure they don't take out our home territories. Getting like 20 gems per turn now, so it's crazy amount of gems. Okay, there they go. Finally, they attack this. But we might be able to catch that army now. That they snuck in here. We might be able to catch them. 63 versus 47. Not great, but we'll quickly do this. Capture some images. Fill up these images. Okay, that's all of them filled. Let's go back. We'll see if we can take that stupid boat out, because that boat is driving me crazy. This guy also. Let's use this to scry around. Okay, there's another little town up there. Use power as well. Let's also do summon some phase beasts. More phase beasts is good. Phase beasts and really anything else, I guess, is pretty nice. Let's also do capture spell. No action points. Okay, whatever. That's fine. What about you? Can you do anything? You do capture images. We'll fill up some of these small mirrors we have. There we go. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I think I'm going to capture this old tower, and then I think I might end the video because this is getting way too long, and I don't even know where anybody is, to be honest. Ah, bro, they beat us in this battle. That sucks. Look at that, Yavanna archers. Oh boy, I think these guys are magic archers, right? Where are they? Magic bow. Oof, that's dangerous. That's real bad. Magic bows just rip apart illusions. So that's what I mentioned before, the real key problem with Illusionist, that dealing with any kind of magic warfare is really, really bad. Okay, let's take this anyways. And I think I might end the game after this, because, like, I don't even know where anybody is. It's take forever. And this guy, oh my god. These monkeys, bro. Give me a break. Okay, this battle. This will be the last battle. I think I'm going to end the video here because it's getting way too long. At least we kind of saw some interesting things and getting a closer idea what a late game army looks like. Basically, just building up an army and mirror gating around is kind of the idea. I just thought I can march over here. Look at this. These catapults just wipe this out before I even need to fight. This army is like crazy. Okay, brutal. Get this guy, get a golden mirror, get some crossbows. That's incredible. And you, transfer units, give him a crossbow. So this guy will be another little mirror gate, bro. I don't know where he could go. Oh, there's more stuff over here. Let's get this guy to scry. Let's scry this area over here. There's something over here. There must be another guy over here. I have no idea where he could be. These monkeys are the main problem. How many places the monkeys have? They have one, two, these two ports they have. And that stupid navy's sailing around. Maybe they have more ports around. But I think I will end the video here, to be honest, because this is getting way too long. I think it's not a big deal to wipe this map out. It's basically just teleporting my big doom stack around. That's going to be the main play here. But I think I just can't include it in this video. This video is going to be like 10 hours long because it's taken so long for me to hunt these guys down. But either way, guys, hope you guys enjoyed The Illusionist, and I'll see you guys again next time. So goodbye, guys. And remember guys, if you like the kind of content I make here, remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. But either way guys, I'll see you again next time. So goodbye everyone.